What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Monday Night Raw review on Netflix. Um, Monday Night Raw on Netflix review coming from the Wrestling Pit podcast featuring myself, and I for right now. Some more people will be following in. We did have somebody else, but they was having technical difficulties. But we should be having at least 3 people coming in. So I mean at least 2 people, me and 2 other people. We'll see. But no, yeah, this was a interesting Monday Night Raw. As you can see from the headline, we got a new superstar added to Monday Night Raw. We got Cmpunk. Oh, here we go. We got him. Hold on. What's up, everybody? But no, yeah, we got Cmpunk shooting shots at people. we got a new Monday Night Raw superstar. We got a lot to talk about. It was a pretty interesting Monday Night Raw. I will say this, it's just a little sneak peek of my mindset going into this Monday Night Raw. These last 2 Raws on Netflix has been way better than the debut one. I will say that much.
Ooh.
So, I mean, yeah, that debut one it set a low standard. So both of these shows by comparison has been way better. So we got 2 interesting things. That's how we kicked off Monday Night Raw. Technically, what is being described as the real start of the show was Jey Uso, but the actual start of the show was Rhea Ripley getting attacked by Nia Jax. Yeah, we're gonna start there. Because okay. And I want to start there, but it is also where did that happen? Because that happened later on in the show. So I just start with it here because the other parts of this was like super later on with Judgment Day and Liv Morgan. But so Rhea just coming into the building and she's doing her usual waving at the camera. Next you know, she like, what the crap? She gets attacked by Nia Jax. Mind you, Nia Jax is not the superstar in question about being on Monday Night Raw. That's the other bad part. The other bad part is the person who is on Monday Night Raw. We'll get to that in a moment, but Nia Jax is not that person. And this is going to be important. I say this again. She is not that person. And this is going to be important for what happened later on, which is the part 2 to this segment. But yeah, she basically attacks Rhea and takes her out, where the security guards have to separate her. Why is Nia Jax on Monday Night Raw? Last week, it was a reason. She was there to talk to Nick Aldis about the transfer window. This week, it didn't make no sense considering the fact that, like, again, I say she was announced as not the person. Well, I'm announcing that she is not the person that was drafted.
Hold on. Wait, before you go on. Jeff, you got your trash can ready? Yeah, you might need to get that because it's going to be a lot of trash can moments today.
Yeah.
I digress.
Yeah, he got to get the trash can ready because while the segment itself is not trash, what builds off of it is this. This is by no means saying this segment was trash. This was a cool segment, even though it was kind of weird that the person who was attacking her wasn't Raquel or somebody from Raw. It was a SmackDown, as of right now, confirmed a SmackDown superstar. So okay, so now that we got that out the way, keep that in mind, everyone, when we get to the second part of this, which is way later in the show. But for right now, keep that in the back of your mind. So we get to the true start of the show. I'm not even about to ask anybody's opinion about that because it wasn't an official start of the show. But I could tell, you could tell by our looks on our faces, it was universally just seen as weird and dumb. And I don't even need to add. You saw that Punch tell Jeff to get the trash can ready, so you could tell how we pretty much felt about that. Not the Nia Jax of it all.
Yeah. God, Jesus.
So, and like I said, it's more, but we're gonna leave it at that for now. Cliffhanger. Jay Uso comes out. And this is the official start of Raw. Michael Cole is yeeting. He waiting where Jay Uso is gonna come in from the crowd, and I like it. You know, I like it because he pulled the kid to the side and made the kid yeet with him. So him and the kid got screen time. So he made that kid's life. That kid is never gonna forget that. That's Cody Rhodes stuff. That's the stuff that's gonna make Jay Uso a future world champion. He's doing his part to become a future world champion, to get the company behind him. So I wanted to kick that off. But anyway, he gets to the ring and he basically talks about how he at Saturday Night Main Event, he's gonna beat Gunther or whatnot and become the new world champion. Gunther comes out and basically questions Jay Uso's and saying that he had respect for Jay Uso, or no, he didn't even say respect. He was taking him seriously. That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Until he saw Jay Uso being a corporate, what he called him, a corporate puppet, something. Basically, yeah, and along the lines of being a corporate puppet, being up there, yeeting with the crowd, doing everything the company tells him, and then he said he had a exception with the fact that he said that Jay said he's betting on himself. He said betting yourself until when? Until your brother. He said you bet on yourself. You know better than it'll be just the same as Jimmy coming to challenge me. And Jay warned him not to say nothing about his brother. He said, "Oh, you're gonna do what?" He said, That's all you are. You talk about being the main event. You talk all this good game, but you don't back it up. You don't show it. When it really counts, you can't really back it up that you're the main event." And that he goes again to talk about what he feels, what he was talking about earlier, saying how Jay says he's betting on himself until when. He said until Sammy comes calling, until Roman comes calling, and you go off to help him, Jimmy. He said hell, even Cody Rhodes, when he comes calling. He said, he basically is saying that it makes him nothing but what he call like a glorified idiot or something like that for being for helping everybody instead of doing for himself. But then Jay Uso reminded Gunther that he will put respect on his name because he do bet on himself and he has accomplished a lot. On top of the fact that he's the only one in this ring who has actually main evented WrestleMania. This caused a brawl between the two. With Jay Uso getting the upper hand, I think Gunther must have laid a real shot on him because Jay Uso's lip was busted. But yeah, Jay Uso was standing tall in the ring, holding up the title, then throw the title at Gunther, to which Gunther just walks off. Pretty good segment. I glossed over a lot of that segment. But it was a good opening segment between the heavyweight champions as challenger. And hey, it's Jay Uso, so it got me even more hype for the match at Saturday Night's Main Event. But before I move on, now I would ask people for their opinion because this is the true start of the show. So, Punch, what do you think?
I guess. I mean, listen. I'm cool with Jay Uso, whatever, but with the Royal Rumble around the corner, you, I don't know, you kind of already spoil the winner, in my opinion. Um,
I mean, it
Simply
should be
was,
obvious that Jay's not winning. He's gonna have a good showing against Gunther. He's gonna have a good showing
yeah,
in the Royal Rumble. So
again, we put him in this spot, and he's going to lose.
Yes.
Just proves Gunther's point. Again,
This is like the third time they put
6
him.
times they did that.
I mean, it seemed like to me Triple H is doing the Daniel Bryan / Kofi Mania thing. Maybe he's building the suspense of Jay getting close and then not winning to when he finally does win. Because it worked for Daniel Bryan and it did work for Kofi.
Yeah, but they got their spot at WrestleMania. It damn sure ain't gonna happen there. It's not happening there.
It's not happening.
It's too.
No, but if the leaks are to be believed, Jay Uso, the closer we're gonna get to Jay Uso's time to shine, is probably gonna be Money in the Bank.
What type of yo?
That's what I'm just saying. If the leaks are true, because Triple H and them, they could pull a swerve, and the people who are winning the Royal Rumble might not even win the Royal Rumble.
So why would we put him in the spot again? This is what I'm saying. Like we put him in the spot again. For what? If you want to build him, at least that's the case. Have him go against former world champions. We put him in the spot one more time for what? For Gunther to prove a point. Again. The segment was cool. I can't wait for the match. But we did it again for what? I don't know. I don't know what we doing with James.
So you said instead of putting him in the championship match, just have him feud with different world champions until it's time to
pull the trigger.
Okay.
Because you're not ready to pull the trigger with Jay yet. You're not. But you're going to keep putting him in the spots where he's going to take a loss every time. So when the win does matter, it's going to be like, well, damn, you done lost, like, you done did the whole Solo Sokola. You done lost like 38 big-time matches just to get to this. It's not going to mean nothing at the end of the day.
And he's going to end up losing again, so it don't matter.
It's not going to mean nothing. It's not going to be as big. It's going to be big, but it's going to be...
I'm going to say, regardless if we think it don't mean nothing, it's going to be big. The crowd going to go crazy whenever they put
the crowd going to eat it as they should. To me, as a fan from an outside looking in, if you're going to save it for Money in the Bank, you should have just had them go against like former world champions. There's a lot of former world champions that Jay can feud with. When he wins Money in the Bank, or if it's true, and the win can mean something because he beat a lot of former world champions. We just put him in the spot again for fail. That's what we did.
Okay. But yeah, I only said that, guys, for you, the audience, I only say that Jay Uso might win the Money in the Bank because if the leaks are true, then WrestleMania, Elimination Chamber, all that is just semantics until we get done with WrestleMania. And that the freshest restart is going to be Backlash and Money in the Bank, to where Jay Uso might get a big time win and stuff like that, because the big time wins are reserved. The big time wins of this year, if they do win, the Royal Rumble and then win WrestleMania, are reserved for two different people. So Jay Uso's the next possible time that he could shine is beginning with Backlash or Money in the Bank. That's if everything is true, that's the next time I could see him getting some type of significant win that could push him towards being a champion.
Yeah.
Without having to contend with the Cmpunks and the John Cenas and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. That's a lot of star power. I mean, look at the Royal Rumble. That's a lot of star power going into that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jeff, how do you feel about it?
Man, Jay Uso, getting another opportunity. It's just like, why? He done lost multiple times. Even I'm not even going to talk about just the world title, but with the Intercontinental Championship, it's a perfect example. He
Won
got
it and lost it.
look. He won the Intercontinental Championship, and then what? A couple weeks later, he lose it again. Like I don't understand what's Triple H's point in putting him in these title matches, and then he loses, and and then and then they call him main event Jey Uso for nothing. He's in the
Yeah,
main event,
it's a
but look,
booking problem. It's just a booking problem because I mean it was stupid, but in a sense it made sense to take the title off of Jay because because that whole vortex of the bloodline was not about to do the Intercontinental Championship justice. And that's the bad part about it. The bad part is that was a good decision, but it was bad at the same time.
but the
Yeah,
thing
but
is,
then
go
we
ahead,
got
Shane.
a rematch. Never even got a rematch for the title. Like we didn't spend a block on it or nothing. We just put him in the main event for what? We just put him in the war title for what?
Yeah,
For
and
what?
that and I mean, from a booking standpoint, I see why because they booked Sheamus and Braun Breaker into a program, and you don't want to interrupt that. But then
Still,
again, it was stupid to book Sheamus and Braun Breaker in the program. You see what I'm going with this, guys? Is a pattern here. It's a decision that you could see, okay, but it's also a dumb decision because had you done it right in the first place, you wouldn't have to make these. Okay, I can see why you did this, but it's still stupid decisions.
But
go ahead, Jeff. My bad.
Yeah, but go ahead,
but
Jeff.
but the thing is, with Jey Uso, it's just like you give him chance after chance, and you just treating him like Solo. You're treating him like Solo. You're making him lose all these matches, like all these title matches for no reason. Like, come on. Like, come on, Triple H. You're better than that. Don't be like Vince McMahon now. Please don't.
Ah, ah,
Please, please.
ooh,
I gotta say this. His, this booking right here with Jey Uso,
ooh,
trash,
garbage.
trash, trash can water. Like, come on. Like, stop,
Yo,
please.
I ain't gonna do the camera shame yet. My man just put it straight in the garbage.
Oh my
Damn.
God. It's trash.
I mean, I agree with Jeff. It's like I don't. I'm glad that they keeping Jay's stock alive. That part I am glad about. I'm just don't like the fact that this we are working on a rear booking because I would have preferred if you would put the Intercontinental Championship on them that Jay would have stayed out of the bloodline situation because that's how it should have been in the first place. Roman should have been on his own. He should have never had Sammy, Jimmy, or Jay, or even the wise man. Yet again, I'm a broken record. I know I've been saying this for weeks in different videos. You keep protecting him and Rhea like you are afraid that any hint of weakness would diminish their character.
Yep.
Okay, but don't get me wrong. Jay Uso, I'm not saying that I'm upset with Jay Uso losing the title because, like, to be honest, um, Jay Uso losing this title, um, to go, do the bloodline stuff, all that. Okay, I get it, but at the same time, it's just like after Jay after Jay Uso's done with that, they could have put him back in the IC title, picture and make him make him win, make him win that title back, and do something big with that title. Like he only had it for like maybe a week or two, and that was it. And I hate how they're pushing some of these stars to be, the top dogs, but yet they got some of these stars that ain't even kept a championship long enough to be worthy of something. And I know he's Rikishi's son and all this stuff. Take that out of the equation. I get it. He's a part of the bloodline, but he's trying to make a name for himself. And he can't make a name for himself if he keeps losing all these matches, just like Solo. I'm
Yeah,
not even gonna talk about Solo.
yeah, and we could do a whole video sermon on the
Oh, Solo.
downfall of the downfall booking of Solo.
The
That's just
downfall. No,
that was
shoot,
atrocious.
the downfall of the bloodline in general.
That was
Mm.
atrocious. Like, how do you book a man to beat John Cena and then you book him to lose every match afterwards? Like, what sense did that make?
And like him beating Roman Reigns, that's not really saying much because like him beating Roman Reigns that one time is just like him beating John Cena
Mm.
because him not to get off topic, but him beating Roman Reigns, what did that do for his career? That one him beating Roman Reigns that one time, what did that do for his career?
Oh, wait,
Well,
I know what it.
nothing now because he didn't beat Roman Reigns for the Ula Fala. It to answer your question, it did wonders for his career beating Roman Reigns. They just flushed it down the toilet when he
Yeah, that
lost
one.
the match with the Ula Fala. So
Yes,
now it
yes,
don't mean nothing because you beat Roman Reigns and then it all led to you losing in the end to Roman Reigns. Your feud with Roman
Yeah.
Reigns ended with you losing.
hey,
So now it means
that's
nothing.
my point exactly. My point exactly. Like, yes, it's great that he won. He beat Roman that one time, but you got to continue to beat him. Week after week. You got
So
to
we could.
continue to beat him when it matters. Like at these
So
pay
we
per views
compare.
and stuff, you got to beat him.
So we compare Jay Uso to Solo.
What in a sense, because I was going to say Jay Uso is least he's like Solo, but he's on a better track than Solo because he hasn't lost as many matches as Solo's did, but
True.
he still is Solo adjacent because while he might have win matches, he don't win the big ones, and that's what makes him like Solo. So he's not 100% Solo. It's more like he's Solo adjacent.
He's the better version.
Right. He's basically like, yeah, right. He's the better version of the booking of Solo. He's like, he got the same booking, but it's like the better outcome. Because at least he does win
I
sometimes.
think if they book Solo like Jacob Fatu or Jacob Fatu, then he would be better off winning a lot of matches. I'm not saying he's a Jacob Fatu. He's a Jacob Fatu. I'm not saying that, but dominant like Jacob Fatu, then he would win a lot of matches. But they're not gonna do that.
No, obviously. Because that's what finally got Solo over with people. When they finally let him be dominant, not just on the mic, but in matches, and he was actually winning matches. It was like what everybody was saying. Everybody was like, "Oh crap, I'm actually behind Solo now. This is actually working now." And then what do? Raw on Netflix, you flushed it all down the toilet.
You see how they did him in NXT. Bring that Solo to the main freaking roster for once. Like, come on.
Ain't happening.
And again, like Punch said, this is just we say this because as fans on the outside looking in, it's stupid to have these talented people who could be seriously over, not really be over because you won't book it properly. And it don't take much. Like if we would have I'm with what Punch was saying. If we just would have booked Jay to fight former champions, world champions until we're ready for him to become a world champion, that would even work. That would even be better because this teasing of he's almost right there, but no, we're gonna make you keep waiting. Eventually, that only goes so far. Because even with Daniel Bryan, even with Kofi Kingston, it only could go so far until you finally have to pull the trigger, or the fans are gonna lose interest. And that's what you don't want. You don't want to keep stretching it out to the point where now we're losing interest. Because whether people believe it or not, Roman had that same effect. This whole dominating of 4 years, it had reached its limit 2 years into his reign. Like he went on a 4-year reign, and 2 years in, we was done with Roman being champion already. Especially when you found out that what they were trying to do, where it was like, oh, you really just trying to break records? Like you care more about setting a new standard for to try to clear some of Hulk Hogan's and the Bob Backlund's and all them type of records. Okay.
And all his matches was the same.
And all his matches was the same. Like there was nothing different. It was Jay, Jimmy, Solo, somebody interfering. He would beat or every once in a while he would beat somebody straight up. That's how
that was a fatal 4-way.
Right. Somehow
because he damn sure ain't beat Seth Rollins.
Nope. Seth Rollins had an interference. Drew McIntyre had an interference.
Cmpunk.
We could go on and on and on and on, but we ain't got the time today. but you get the gist of it.
But anyway, book Jey Uso properly. Like Punch said, have him fight former champion, please. End of discussion.
Yeah. And please keep him away from bloodline stuff. This should be already over. Oh, don't worry though, folks. It's more. Oh, there's more. There's more. It's more to rave about. Because another part in this whole Nia Jax thing is coming up very soon.
God.
So, and what I mean by very soon is right after this promo I'm about to talk about. So the promo that happened after this Jey Uso and Gunther thing was the New Day interacted with your boy, the man, the myth, the legend, the wrestling god, one of the best villains in WWE history. I don't care what nobody said. JBL is up there with the top bad guys, and he more so when he was with the APA, he was one of those people who could do both very good. But he got over so bad as a villain because he was so hated. And I love JBL because he's just so he has that natural dick attitude. And but New Day interacts with JBL backstage and they ask him for some help because the so-called locker room leader Rey Mysterio was no help. So they wanted him to go out there and basically explain and basically, help them get over the fact that what they did to Big E wasn't bad because they didn't attack him. They didn't do anything to him. They just told him that they didn't need him anymore. So, they feel like that's all they did. But they don't understand, like I explained before, you pretty much did attack him. You might as well would have attacked him and sent him into the ambulance, but you did it in the form of words. Your words were just as bad as doing that to him. So, but they don't see that. And JBL has a funny. They even get. I think Kofi gave him like $2. I'm like, oh god, do you do realize in order for a JBL's gimmick to work, you got to offer him a large sum of money. He ain't gonna do nothing for no $2. But and he was like, yeah, I get it. You know, you got rid of Big E, the charisma, the guy that everybody cheers for. He was this, he was the best part of the New Day, and everybody loved him, everybody cheer him. He had this charisma, this aura. I see why you get him, because now they will look at you guys and they would cheer for you guys. I mean, I guess. They was like, oh, you got jokes, huh? Yeah, backhanded compliment. All right, you got jokes. Yeah, you ain't nothing. They just walk away, talking dogging him out, and he like, you want your $2 back? I'm like, Jesus Christ, they really left the $2 on him. And then my mood dampened because now the next promo, and I had Bailey. And you got to be wondering, well, what did Bailey got to do with anything? Well, Bailey's once again on Monday Night Raw, and hence why I said there's a new Raw superstar. This is your new Raw superstar, Bailey. Okay, so Bailey is your new Raw superstar. Let me finish before I go on a little tirade about that. Let me finish. So Bailey is being interviewed, and they kind of alluded to some big announcement, and Bailey's big announcement was just that she is the newest Raw superstar. She was one of the people that acquisition from SmackDown. So I think we already had, because they said it too for Logan Paul later on the show that he was like their newest Raw superstar. But I think I think we already had that. That was before the whole trade window thing situation even happened. So we already knew that he was a Raw superstar from SmackDown. So Bailey is your first official Raw superstar of the trade window to be traded from SmackDown to Raw. As previously, Braun Strowman and the Wyatt Six went from Raw to SmackDown, and we haven't seen no more trades since until now. Now we see the other opposite side. Okay, cool. So she's giving the interview talking about how she feels about being back on Raw because this is where she got her start. Everything feels right. Here comes Nia Jax. I'm like, what? Okay. Nia, first you was in regular clothes, now you're in ring gear. Why are you in ring gear? What's happening here? And she said, yeah, I seen what you did to Rhea earlier. You want to try that on me, and it's going to be a different story. And she just laughed. She just laughs at Bailey and said, yeah, see you out in the ring. I'm like, huh? Come again? So Nia, a SmackDown superstar, follow Bailey to Raw, where Bailey's been having these back and forth, the same matches that we've seen. So we rolling back the clock, and we bring it back the time where Raw and SmackDown wasn't brand split, where we just going to keep seeing the same match on both shows. Because what we got later on was the same thing we just had 2 weeks ago. We just seen Bailey versus Nia on SmackDown. And to top it all off, they even mention it. Michael Cole mentions that Bailey can't escape Nia because he just had a match with her. We even are mentioning it on Raw to drive home my point of how stupid this is. But like, as in my boy Mark and my boy Shawn Wayans, but wait, there's more, because it gets worse later on. But this is the second part of why this is so bad. Because remember how I said that the person that make it worse when it comes to Rhea and the whole situation with Raw, and because it was somebody that's not a Raw superstar. Yeah, Bailey is a Raw superstar, but what happens later don't make zero sense because, okay. But then I digress. So yes. That is my problem with that segment. But again, there's more to talk about. That's just one part of a complete story. Or that's the second part of a complete story. But then we get to the first match. which is Rey Mysterio versus Kofi Kingston. And I
Oh,
will admit, I like how when Kofi and them came out to the New Day, they got mad and told the production trucks to cut everything off, the lasers, all that, because they wasn't using that music no more. I'm like, all right, I give them that. I'm still getting hard sell on this whole them being both heels at the same time with each other in the tag team. I'm liking it, but I still really wanted them to split. Like, but okay, all right. I'm all about giving people shots. I'm all about giving people shots. What's up, Sabian? So yeah, the match itself was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Except for that botch that whatever it looked like Kofi was trying to lift Rey Mysterio up for a power bomb, he dropped Rey Mysterio.
He dropped Rey Mysterio. Yeah.
Hey, and and I'm like, you know what? We're all human. Accidents happen. He did recover nicely for the most part, but it was still funny. It was still funny. The match, other than that, the match was pretty standard. It was pretty cool. They try to chat New Day rocks, but everybody kept saying New Day sucks. And I'm like, and right there, let's take a moment right there. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want them to be healed together, because we're running back something that happened when they was healed the first time. We already went through the whole New Day sucks and New Day rocks chants. Like it only difference is y'all made Kofi and Xavier turn their backs on Big E. And we can't even capitalize off of that because we don't know if Big E will ever wrestle again. So what was the point of that? Again, I come back to what was the point of making them both heel tag teams if the major story you can't even capitalize on because you don't know if Big E gonna ever get cleared to wrestle. But I digress. The match itself was pretty good. I enjoyed it for the most part. And Rey Mysterio will get a surprise roll-up victory over Kofi Kingston, to which they tried to jump Rey Mysterio. Well, they did jump Rey Mysterio to the rest of LWO. Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Phoenix came out. Where is Zelina Vega? Unless we're getting ready to have her be a manager again for Aleister Black, I will be okay with her absence. I will be okay with her absence.
Who knows?
But that's another story for a different video about Aleister Black and his potential, maybe, because we've seen this type of story coming out of AEW where Aleister Black look like he's done with the company, only to be shown that he's still with the company. So we'll see how that develops. But if that is the reason why she's missing, or if she got some injury, somebody need to let me know, because I don't know if she got an injury or not. Like, I'm not aware if she's injured.
She might be. I don't know. She might be hurt. I don't know.
Yeah, if she's hurt, then okay, that explains a lot. But I'm just saying it because I'm not aware. But yeah, they'll come out and try to defend Rey Mysterio, New Day, and then will run off. Xavier Woods did do some interference in the match too. He even got ejected, but I guess it didn't really matter in the end. I guess injections haven't really mattered in a long time. Every time somebody get ejected, they just like hover / like slowly walk up the ramp and just come back anyway. So we really haven't done ejections properly in a long time. And that's pretty much what Xavier did. Like, he kind of sort of did go up the ramp, but he just made himself he just came back. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, so then when they run off, it looked like the new Day ran off for good, but they came back to the crowd, grabbed, I think it was Joaquin. I can't remember which one it was, but it was the one the closest to the ropes, and they just threw him into the ring post. And then when the other one tried to fight them, they just ran off, and then now he just was left with a down Rey Mysterio and his tag team partner. And yeah, that was the segment. I guess we start with Jeff this time. Jeff, what did you think about that first match? Oh, and JBL was on commentary, by the way.
It was cool. It was a great match. It was great to see Rey Mysterio. get the victory. But the thing is, at the end, he still got beat up. He got beat up.
Yeah.
He got beat up, and LWO needs to be put in the trash.
Hmm. Damn.
Put in the trash for real.
No, I
Oh, but
agree
y'all,
because like I'm so disappointed how we took a offshoot of the NWO that was even in its inception wasn't a joke. At first people thought it was a joke until we saw, oh no, they treating the LWO serious, and we get to WWE finally bring back that group, and it's a joke. So yeah, I agree. Throw it in the trash.
But yeah, I'm glad they got beat up. I, I'm liking the New Days. Um, they heal them being healed.
Yeah,
To be
yeah.
honest, there's something different. Hopefully they keep the ball
I
rolling.
want to go. I want to go so far as different. 'Cause, I mean, again, we have seen both Kofi and Xavier as heels before
Yeah,
together.
yeah. But I'm just saying different because they don't have Big E anymore, and they. I'm not gonna say they was heel when they had Big E, but they're showing their true colors now with them being heel again, and I like it. You know, they're not wearing that all the different color ring gears. They got their jeans and they Jordans on and stuff like that. And hey, I
Yeah.
like it.
No,
You
I
know,
ain't gonna lie. The kid in me, I did like Kofi's and Xavier's cosplay ring gear, the whole Dragon Ball Z and Power Ranger callbacks and
yeah,
stuff like that. That was cool to me. I
it's
did
cool,
like.
but I don't want to see
Okay,
it all the time.
go ahead. Yeah,
Like change it up a little bit.
yeah. I will say this before I move it on to Punch. I can't believe that's one of the reasons why I praised JBL so earlier, because the best part of this match was the fact that Raymond somehow, that from years ago, the rivalry between Rey Mysterio and JBL took center stage in this match. Okay, if you listen to how JBL talked about Rey Mysterio, you can still tell that he hates Rey Mysterio for retiring him. And that was the best part of his match. Hearing JBL pretty much bring back up that rivalry and those matches and stuff like that was cool. Like that was the best part of the match. And it was the best part, but it was also the saddest part because it overshadowed Kofi versus Rey Mysterio, the little feud there with them. I forgot to mention that earlier, that was the best part though, rehashing that whole rivalry. But Punch, go ahead.
bring the trash can. Bring
Uh-oh.
bring the bring the trash can. There we go. We just going. There we go. The match itself was, I mean, it's Kofi and Ray. Can't go wrong there. However, we done waited for weeks after this great heel turn for the New Day to compete. Just for them to lose? Why are they losing? This is not should be, this is should not this is, should not be happening. Excuse me, let me get my words together because I forgot we live. Why are they losing? We had this great heel turn. This, I mean, phenomenal heel turn. Greatest thing ever. For them to lose, and no, and this is no shade to Ray. Ray Mysterio, you my boy, 619, and
Oh,
all that.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
However, the New Day should not be losing after we done waited for in weeks for them to compete, just for them to lose. And they didn't even lose by Rey Mysterio's finisher. No, no. We did a surprise roll up. just so that we can save Kofi. What? No, no,
He
no.
said he said Ray needs to retire. Oh no, Ray got a lot left in the tank.
No,
Mm,
the New Day should not be losing. And this is not how you started off. My God, no. This was bad. All the way bad. Now, if we're going to start a feud with JBL or Rey Mysterio for one more time, I'm with that. I'm with that.
I
But
don't.
for God,
Could JBL even go anymore? Like it don't
yeah.
look like he even in shape anymore.
Nah, he can go.
you
We can
see
get
what?
that one more. But however, no, no, no.
Let's go.
New Day should not be
Don't
should
ask for
not
that because you if you ask for, you know what they gonna do with that.
WrestleMania
Oh no,
or oh God, please don't do that backlash.
no, not Backlash. Your most hated pay per view.
Oh
The only
Jesus.
the only people who could pay enough money to bring out JBL out of retirement
Crown
just so we
Jewel
can
Oh,
see Rey Mysterio versus JBL.
at Crown
no,
Jewel. They're gonna do it at
no,
That's why I said don't
no.
ask for it too hard because then Crown Jewel gonna see this and be like, you know what, that is a good match. Triple H, here's this much money. We want to see
No.
Rey Mysterio versus JBL at Crown Jewel.
Oh, don't do that. However, the New Day should not be losing. And I'm mad they lost, and that should not be happening. Shouldn't be happening. No. All this momentum as a heel. Yo, it is. He's
It
right, bro.
is.
The surprise roll up because when we get to the main event, when we get to the main event, spoiler alert. We get to the main event, they do the same thing. What are we doing? And why is the New Day losing? We done waited weeks for this hill. Weeks. Weeks. For what?
Savior.
For what?
Fast lane.
Thank you. And I'm not dissing Ray. No, I'm not saying that. But Ray, you're right. Ray should not have no business being in the New Day. Especially when we got all this momentum on the New Day. Why? Why
New
would we
Day
do it?
Rock.
Jesus Christ. All right, that's my rant. That's my rant for the show. No, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is the beginning.
Oh no,
Trash.
because we're approaching part 3. Not
Ah,
now though, not now, but it's coming up soon. Part 3 of why the whole Rhea thing was weird. But so my rants are not done either. So so afterwards, we got a backstage promo where American made where you can see Chad Gable gave a motivational, tough love like speech. And we get the announcement that their plans is for Ivy Niles to win the women's intercontinental championship. Uh the Creed brothers wants the world tag team championship,
I'm
and
sorry. I'm sorry.
and Chad Gable wants some championship. He didn't even it wasn't specific about what championship. He just said a championship, but in the immediate future, he's trying to solve his luchador problem, and that he needs to go visit a certain someone with a great mustache and mystique, someone who knows a lot about luchador. Can y'all guess who that person is?
Dominic Mysterio.
Dominic Mysterio. But we don't get to that immediately. That's the last part of the whole thing because it's connected to the third part.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, right. Oh boy is right.
Oh boy, they do 2 blunders in one go. They do 2 blunders in one go. All right, so after that, I don't know if this part was aired on Netflix or not, but we had a Karrion Kross promo. He was being if you I don't know, you guys have you guys seen it? It was like he
Nah,
he
I didn't see that.
he was like in it. It was like it was similar to how they interviewed CM Punk. Like they interviewed CM Punk and Ludwig Kaiser the same way they interviewed Karrion Kross and Ludwig Kaiser the same way they did CM Punk, but I don't know if it
Oh,
showed
that's
up.
it.
I don't know
No,
if it showed up on Netflix.
I didn't.
I remember Chris and them saying that some of the interviews that be happening on the show is aired in other territories, but we're not seeing it here in the
Yeah,
U.S.
yeah, in other countries, yeah.
But there's two. If not, then there's two of them: Ludwig Kaiser and Karrion Kross. So get ready, y'all get a bonus. Because if not, then for most people that means it just went directly to Sami Zayn going into the ring. But
Mm-hmm.
the caveat is there was an actual hint into who Sami Zayn might be feuding with, because Karrion Kross's promo was that they interviewed him about what's next for him since the Wyatt 6 are going to SmackDown, and that the Miz is not here. He said Miz is on an assignment, that's why he's not here. Then they asked him basically what's next, and he said he got his eyes on a couple of people, one in which is Seth Rollins. The crowd went crazy. Cmpunk, the crowd went crazy, and he even said Sami Zayn. And he said he's got his eye particularly on Sami Zayn because he told everybody not to believe what Sami Zayn says because in his opinion, he don't think Sami Zayn even believes what he says. And that he even mentions how Sami Zayn has done things. He's a hypocrite because first he aligned himself with the bloodline to, boost his career and profile. Then he turns on them and beats up the bloodline. Then he joins the bloodline to help the other members beat up on the other members. So he said, and he said, I'm not mad at Sami Zayn about it. I'm not mad, but there is some holes you want to poke into Sami Zayn's character. And that she basically thanked her for the time, and she said, "Oh, speaking of which, I think Sami Zayn is up next." And he said, "Oh, wonderful." And him and Scarlett basically turned around. They was in like somewhere up in the crowds, and they turned around. They was like, they was basically behind somewhere up high behind where Roxanne was sitting at, like where they saw Roxanne at, and later on in the show. That's basically where Karrion Kross and them was, but they was up higher. Just like how CM Punk was up higher and Ludwig Kaiser was up higher. They were just on an up higher ledge somewhere above Roxanne Perez. But then, like for most people, it just goes to the Sami Zayn promo. And that was the weird thing when I seen it. I was like, Sami Zayn not going to address Karrion Kross like the whole stadium didn't just hear Karrion Kross just talk about Sami. And that was like, for me personally, since I seen it, it was weird because soon as Karrion Kross turn around, Sami Zayn music hits. That's what you don't see. Like that's how it transitions. It transitions to Sami Zayn coming out from Karrion Kross's interview. And it's just weird. He doesn't acknowledge Karrion Kross at all. But yeah, so he comes out, and he basically declares himself for the Royal Rumble. He talks about how Seth Rollins got him to thinking about how what did he want, and he said while he don't need the world championship, which I thought was a kind of a weird thing, but then again, it goes with Sami's character, saying that you don't need it. But I would think somebody in Sami's position who everybody he's friends with has been world champion, and he's not. I would think it's a need for him, but he says his need has been it has basically been quenched by how the fans have treated him. But he does say he wants it. The kid in him wants to be world champion. While he might not need it, he does wants it. And then he gets interrupted by Kevin Owens. And I'm like, uh-oh. Here we go. Kevin Owens about to crash out on his best friend. But Kevin Owens goes in a different direction. Kevin Owens actually comes out and shows a reasonable thought. He says, because when Sami accused him of coming out, he said, I know how this is about to go. I teamed up with Roman Reigns just like Cody did. And I know you upset, so how are we going to handle this? And he was like, no, this is not what this is about. He said, you know what? after a while, I kind of understand like how me and you got a connection and a bond. There's something there before you and Roman. I understand why you helped them. I understand why you did what you did, and you had his back. So he says off that, he said, just how you have how they were saying like how you had everybody's back. I know it says you're like my best friend. No, you're more like a brother to me. I know you're gonna have my back. That's how I know you're telling the truth. That I know that you're gonna win the Royal Rumble and go on to go on to WrestleMania because I have your back. Just like how I know I'm gonna win at the Royal Rumble and beat Cody Rhodes because you as my brother, you're gonna have my back. And I'm like, the gaslighting is real. You're like, you know what? Yeah, because you forgiving me for the wrong stuff I done. So I can see why that's who you are. You're a good person. You forgive people. So I'm gonna gaslight you so you can feel guilty about teaming up with Roman Reigns and making you feel like you have to help me to make up for it. I'm like, I like it. The mind games from Kevin Owens, I like it. But yeah, that was pretty much it. That was the end of that segment. It was pretty good. I like the gaslighting. I like it. I ain't gonna lie. I like that whole interaction between him and Kevin Owens. It was unexpected. It was like a seed. They planted the seed for the future Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn feud. So I like it. I do. I like it. I hope Ivy doesn't hold up that title when she gets it. Which Punch? How do you feel about the whole Sami Zayn promo? And even the Karrion Cross part, if you want to give your thoughts on his part about it.
See, the Karrion Cross part kind of ties into later on with Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to Karrion Cross a little later on. The Sami Zayn promo, I mean, it was what it was. The underdog just being the underdog, saying that, hyping the crowd up for a dream that ain't going to happen no time soon. Sorry, that's just reality. But with Kevin Owens kind of gaslighting, that kind of does question the Royal Rumble match. I was like, ooh, that was actually the best segment of the night. That was a good twist. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
ooh, okay, all right, I'm with that. I'm kind of with that.
And then
Gelling, yeah, I'm with
Sammy
that.
sold it too by his look. Like he was pondering, like, should I do that? Like, should I
Should I help
portray
my
Cody
friend?
Rhodes? Should I help my friend? Like, I like how he sold it just with his looks of like, should I? Like, but go
Um,
ahead.
we need to somehow keep this Gold Eagle title. It looks good on Kevin Owens. I don't know how or what, but we need to keep that belt around. It looks good, it looks great. Um, and Kevin Owens is still my champion until otherwise.
No,
Till Cody wins at the Royal Rumble. I'm just saying. Um, that Gold Eagle belt, Triple H, you need to do something with that. I don't know. Don't make it the main title, but you need to make it something. 'Cause it
Nah,
looks good. It looks good
if
on the
they
TV.
bring back the Gold Eagle Championship, it's got to be modernized. They won't bring back that particular one because
they should.
it's old school. It's too old school. So they're gonna bring it back. It's gonna be the Wing Eagle belt, but it's gonna have a big ass WWE logo in the
I
middle
mean,
of
you
it.
shine on it or something.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
I
However,
WWE.
um, I mean, for the segment though, it was cool. Shout out to Kevin Owens. That's still my champion until otherwise.
Okay. Saber said Karrion better actually win a feud, or this is just a waste. Yeah. Well, technically, he did win a feud. He won against the Wire Six by technicality of the fact that they couldn't feud no more because they got traded over to SmackDown. But hey,
Nah,
if
I feel you
but
on that.
but hey, hold on. What happens next? Maybe we still can get Karrion Cross versus the Wire Six since Triple H is throwing this at us for Saturday Night Main Event. But hold on, I'm gonna get there. it just pissed me off because I know it's coming up next and we got to talk about it. But Jeff, go ahead. What do you think about it?
Um, I don't even know what to think. But anyway, Kevin Owens, Kevin Owens, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is not my champion and never will be my champion until he wins. Until he beats Cody. But anyway, um that Wing Eagle belt, yes, they need to do something with that. Bring it back. Like this title, this WWE title, got to go for real. I'm tired of it. Like it's the same thing, but just a different color. Like, come on, get rid of it, like altogether.
I actually prefer the big gold eagle over the wing eagle. Both titles are great, but I like big gold. I like the big gold eagle belt.
Shane, put the WWE title
In the
in the
trash? Oh, dang.
in the
Wow.
trash.
I ain't gonna go that far. Jesus Christ.
It's a lot of trash cans coming out tonight.
Right. Oh wow.
Please.
Oh yeah.
I get it. It's prestigious, but no, I'm tired of seeing that them changing it every so often. We had the red, we had the blue. Now we got this one. Like, come on. How many times that
I don't think they're changing it. Honestly,
like,
I don't think they're changing
how
it.
many times they need to change the color?
I don't think they changing the title to the wing eagle. I think the wing eagle just served more as a plot device right now.
Yeah. No,
It's just
I mean we know that,
Yeah, we know
but
that.
it does look good on my champion,
mm.
Kevin Owens.
And I get it. Yes, Kevin Owens. Yeah, fight Owens fight.
I mean that
Yeah,
belt don't look good on anybody.
the stunner Kevin Owens. I get it. Whatever you want to call him, but
Uh-oh. What happened to Jeff?
actually, when he needs to win clean. And
Oh,
Kevin,
I think he was saying Kevin. I think he said Kevin needs to win clean.
yeah,
Kevin needs to win
I
clean.
mean, that's the only way he can win. The match. The only way to win the match is to grab the belt. So if he wins, he grabs the belt. He wins clean, regardless of what happens at the no DQ match.
and I hope Sami Zayn don't come out there and try to help him win, because no, I do not want to see no more interferences. Like, nobody helping anybody. Like, I'm tired of that. We've seen it enough with the bloodline. I'm gonna keep going back to the bloodline. Like, we've seen enough of it. Like, why do we got to continue to see it?
Yeah.
And
I
Kevin,
mean, but I mean, if it's just a theory, if Sami Zayn did help Kevin Owens beat Coney, does KO help Sammy win the Rumble?
no, I don't see that happening. No,
Yeah,
I can
it
see him
would
turn.
tie in. It would tie in perfectly, or Sami Zayn would look like an idiot. Like he would look like an idiot. Like say, I mean, we're not saying that we don't know if that's going to happen now, but they just say devil's advocate. No,
Or
football game,
Elimination Chamber?
or
I'll go
elimination.
there.
Yeah, even elimination chamber. We could say Royal Rumble or elimination. It makes sense at the Royal Rumble though. In this case, in the Royal Rumble, say he does help Kevin Owens beat Cody Rhodes, and the man's Royal Rumble is next. If Kevin Owens don't come out and return the favor and help him eliminate people, Sammy looks like an idiot, and this is some
It
weird
look like a
ass.
fool. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
So
What I'm saying is, Kevin Owens. I see Kevin Owens losing and entering into the Rumble, and Kevin Owens eliminating Sami Zayn,
oh yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
or 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 Kevin Owens, or it can go either way. Kevin Owens enters into the Rumble after he loses to Cody, and
And
Sami
gets
Zayn
eliminated. Yeah,
eliminates
I
Cody.
mean, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, eliminates Kevin Owens and start a feud like that.
Mhm.
It's possible. Who knows
Yeah.
what Triple H got up his sleeve? But I just don't want to see Kevin Owens champion. Not not now. Maybe later down the road. But who knows what's going to happen? Anything can happen.
Yeah. Either way, though, your either way, Jeff, what you said is true. Like either way, that Kevin Owens eliminating Sami Zayn, Sami Zayn eliminating Kevin Owens is going to start the Kevin
But,
Owens and Sami Zayn feud.
but what if the world title match is last and the Rumble is in the middle?
Oof. So Kevin
So
Owens will have to come through first.
But what if Kevin Owens enters himself into the Rumble anyway, and then he gets eliminated by
what
Sami
if he
Zayn?
don't?
Look,
No,
look, look, look.
imagine
He
him
gets
winning the Rumble.
eliminated by Sami Zayn, and then he wins. He wins the title. He beats Cody.
Wait a minute, hold
And
up. So who won the Rumble? You saying Sami Zayn won the Rumble?
yeah, Sami Zayn wins. I'm just saying.
And you saying Kevin Owens beat Cody?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's going to make for a great feud. That's
it
going
can
to make for
it
a
can
great
work like
feud.
that too. But at the same time,
That ain't happening, but
It ain't happening. Yeah, that's not happening. But
at the same time, I really don't care. I don't want to see Kevin Owens right now with the title. We need fresh. We need somebody fresh to win the title. Win that
I
title.
mean, KOA had the belt in like 7 years.
Hey,
I
but at
mean,
least he's
yeah,
on.
that
Hey,
you
but
punch
look,
is
but look
right.
at this. But look
Technically,
at this.
he is fresh because him and
No,
Finn Balor will be fresh.
no,
No, like 7 years.
no. But look at this. At least he's won that title. Somebody like Sami Zayn never won that title. Somebody like Jey Uso never won that title. Somebody like who else? I can go on and on. But my point is,
Yeah.
we don't need to keep recycling all these champions if we got fresh talent in the back to put the title on.
I mean, that's why you got two world titles, man. I mean,
That's look, look,
yeah,
look, look, look. That's just like recycling the tag team titles. You know, the women's titles. You just recycling
oh man.
all
Okay.
recycling all these champions. Like for what? For
Jeez.
what? What's the point?
7 years since he held the title. I'm just saying, at some point,
You just recycling. Like, come on.
yeah, yeah, Jeff feels some type of way here. All right, go ahead, talk your stuff.
Uh-oh,
It
here comes the
sounds
trash
good,
can
but no.
again.
Triple H. Triple H. You got to do better. Stop
You know
recycling
what?
these champions, please.
You know what I think the problem is? I think it's these long reign titles, like
Yes.
these long reign champions. I'm not saying play hot potato with the belt, but we gotta stop these year or 480. Yo, we gotta stop that at some point, yo, because
Yeah, like the first I will give you. Okay, you want somebody to be a champion for the entirety of 2025. Okay, I would give you that. But at that point, once we get to the point where you can say, okay, they was champion for the whole year, drop it to somebody else, and then that next person, maybe that person hold it for like 5 or 6 months, maybe a little bit
that's
more.
what I'm saying. We gotta have a balance here, and well, I mean, after Crown Jewel, the word title to me still looks stupid. Sorry, Gunther, you my man, but you look stupid. However,
I agree with Jeff. Start recycling champions. So
Okay, Shane. Perfect example. Perfect example.
uh,
I hate to I hate to go back to this, but Liv freaking Morgan, you know,
oh
she was champion, and then they give it back. to Rhea Ripley. What's
Oh,
the
we about to
point?
get to that. We about to get to that.
Yeah.
It's
Wait,
so,
hold on. All right. Yeah, we're gonna get to that because
oh Lord. they
Lord,
they just
you
put
know,
it right
say,
in
oh
your face.
Lord,
Oh
y'all,
Lord.
y'all act like I ain't uh,
I love you, Solo.
I love
said
you,
Jacob.
Liv Morgan. But they put it in your face. They put it directly in your face of how this was stupid booking. But
You
I
said
digress.
long range keeps from
He said
having the
long
same
range
champion.
for having the same champions.
Nah, now if you put Jay Uso on the spot and then he loses every goddamn time, I'm just saying.
Triple H, if you
Saying,
keep doing this, I'm gonna come find you and spear the hell out of you. My bad.
That's that's why when you lose the championship, you shouldn't win it. You shouldn't win the rematch. That's how you keep from
Yep.
having the same champions. If you don't have
You
long title reigns,
you
Exactly.
know
if
one thing.
whoever beats you for the title, so beat you again, and then it's the next man up.
Right.
You know one thing I could respect about the other company compared to WWE's title reign. For example, John Moxley, I hate the title one that he got. However, when John Moxley won the belt, nobody got a rematch. It was all fresh new challengers challenging him for the belt.
Exactly. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, come on.
It wasn't like Bryan Danielson got the rematch. No, that's not the case. It was what's going on. It was the next runner up and so on and so forth. Nobody in AEW got a rematch when the person has the championship. Just saying, you can make it work. And WWE got 2 world titles. You can make it work with one of them. Like
Yeah,
boy,
Only person that got the rematch didn't Forrest Strickland get a rematch?
no,
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 I don't even
no,
watch AEW. I know he didn't get no rematch.
no. That's what I'm saying. When Swerve lost, John Moxley was the next person.
Yeah, he beat Daniel Bryanson,
That's
Yeah.
and
right.
yeah, it was Daniel Bryan.
Swerve never got the rematch.
And we haven't even seen Daniel Bryan since then, have we?
Nope. Nah, I think he be officially retired though.
He retired,
Oh,
yeah.
he really did retire.
Yeah, he
Well,
wanted John Moxley. He wanted John Moxley to retire.
Oh, okay. Well, he has been wrestling for a long time. I forgot he had that early
for
matchup
over
with a
15
heel
years,
John
over
Cena.
20 years,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nah, it is hard to respect anything. I know. I watch AEW every week. I know. But I can give that words. That's why I said it's a gift and a curse with the world title picture in AEW because not to throw y'all off. We're gonna go back to Raw in a second, but they do fresh challenges, but at the same time, you're not building stars. And the only star that held the title more than 3 times is John Moxley.
Oh, I was about to say, well, what about MJF? But then again, I forgot. I don't think he only been a champion
He ain't
once,
wanted
right?
that. Yeah,
John Moxley had the title 4 times.
yes.
All right.
So that's what I mean by it's a gift and a curse. But with WWE, you can kind of do that with the world title. Like we don't gotta keep running it back with the world title. Now with the title that Cody got, that's a little different because whoever beats Cody is gonna be a big deal. But you
Right.
don't
That's
gotta
the
do
most
it with the
prized
world
possession.
title. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Then we got Sheamus backstage. He's been interviewed about his upcoming match at Saturday Night Main Event with Braun Breaker, and he talked about how he talked about how he started. He had a great career backwards. I think that's how he said it. As
Uh,
he won like the world championship. He won the WWE championship first instead of like the secondary titles, and he's been chasing after the Intercontinental for a while, and that he's going to beat Braun Breaker at Saturday Night Main Event to finally complete his dream, only to be interrupted by Braun Breaker, who basically tells him that he said, "Listen, old man, this is as close as you're going to get to winning this title right here." And then he said, and then I think he said he's going to beat him like the old man he is. And then, so he said, "Why don't you do us all a favor and go ahead and retire?" And he pushes Braun Breaker, and then Braun Breaker just walks away laughing at him, and that was it. That was it. And then this is the Ludwig Kaiser part. I'm assuming again, this wasn't this was a song on Netflix, but it ties into Sheamus because they piggyback right off of that and asked Ludwig Kaiser how did he feel about not being directly involved in the title picture after losing to Sheamus, as we just saw Sheamus and them talking. And he was saying that while he's not on a direct path to a championship at the moment, he will be a champion, and that everybody here will have to might as well go ahead and get used to it and acknowledge it already that eventually Ludwig Kaiser will be a champion, and that he's not impressed with Braun Breaker or Sheamus or any of the likes, and that again he will be champion, and that their time is done. But now, oh Lord, now.
Oh Lord.
They made a joke out of Camilla and Moxley bleeds every week. He should be needing a transfusion soon. Oh yeah. It seems like every time I see John Moxley, he's bleeding everywhere profusely. So we get to the second match of the night. Anybody remember what the second match was? It's part 3 of my whole Rhea Ripley.
You talking about Nia Jackson Bailey?
Yep.
Oh God, Jesus.
So the reason why I said this is part 3. Yeah, get it ready. So it's and for all intents and purposes, it's not the match itself. It's what happens afterwards.
After the match.
It's what happens after the match. Yeah. But to be fair, the match is good. The match went on a long time. Bailey and Nia put on a classic. They did. They was good. I enjoyed the match. I almost for a while, and I mean it too. For the match's duration, I didn't really care that Nia and Bailey was going against each other because it was good. It was good. Roxanne Perez was there. She I didn't. Bailey at one point did like a dive onto Nia out on the outside, and then she went directly from that into getting into Roxanne's face, and they jaw jacked it. Roxanne tried to smack Bailey, but Bailey caught it, and you saw Roxanne like, hold on, no. Like, she tried to call it on, she like, wow, she blasted Roxanne, and Roxanne like, don't. She tried to hop the barricade and the security guard, and I'm just laughing because like Roxanne's so tiny. That security guard just lifted her up and carried her away. You can hear her say, "Get off me! Get off me!" I'm like, you're so tiny, Roxanne. He just picked. Well, then all it took was one person to separate you, and she did knock down the lady next to her. Like if y'all caught that when she was kicking and trying to get off of me, she hit the lady next to her and the lady fell out her chair. I'm like, oh God. Hopefully that lady it looked like she knew those two people, so hopefully that was just two people she knew, because the dude next to her actually talked to her. So hopefully those were just two people she knew. Otherwise, that lady fan got a mean kick to the mush. And normally, if you guys don't know, when something like that happens, they bring those people backstage and give them some like memorabilia and stuff like that and apologize. Like that's what happened to when again I bring up when Charlotte accidentally threw the microphone into a little girl. They brought her backstage. I found out like they brought her backstage and gave her some memorabilia and stuff like that. That's like their protocol. But the match itself was good. It was pretty good. They went back and forth. I even like that Bailey hit the Annihilator on Nia. And I'm like, okay, all right, that was cool. That was cool. I like it. But in the end, Nia would get the better of Bailey and beat her with the Annihilator 1, 2, 3. Now you asked me, little bit man, what could have been so wrong with that match? I'm about to tell you. So here we go. Get my voice ready here. All right, so we're Nia is sitting there. She's basking in her celebration, right? This is my brutality. Rhea Ripley comes out, and this is not even the bad part. Okay, it makes sense. Rhea's character, she's gonna come out trying to get her pound of flesh. So they get into a brawl. The brawl was spectacular. I like the brawl. I do. I like the brawl. It was spectacular. It got so bad that Nia Jax's suit came undone from the back, anyway, not the front. Perverts, the back. But it is what Rhea did, and then what they followed up on that pissed me off. And what they did was, after finally getting Rhea and Nia separated, Rhea gets on the table and does the war games how she did was she was like, you mean war games. She did it like that, but instead she said, Nia, you, me, Saturday night main event. And I'm like, huh? She's a SmackDown superstar. What? And it's for the title.
She's coming over to Raw.
Why didn't you just say she was on Raw first? And then I would have accepted it. But she's a SmackDown superstar. As it is stands right now, she's a SmackDown superstar competing for the Raw title.
They don't care.
What sense did that make? And I'm just sitting here like, what? You have Liv Morgan in the back. You have Pure Future Collective. You had Lyra. You got all these people, and you don't use them. You just said the hell with anybody on Raw? We're just gonna go with Nia? Not even Bayley? Bayley was right there. She's a Raw superstar. She even teased that she wants the Women's World title. And you skip over her and go to a SmackDown superstar in Nia. Someone tell me how that made any effing sense. Any. That made no effing sense. I want to say the actual word, but you two overlords. But it made no effing sense. And then to cement this home, FYI, it got approved later on in the show. We found out it was made official for Saturday night's main event.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Pearce made a match between his Raw superstar and a SmackDown superstar, and we don't even know if Nick Aldis was consulted. The match itself was good. I like it. The match was spectacular. The ending of the match was trash. It could go right in Jeff's trash can. Right there. Also, Triple H, come here. What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing, Triple H? Right here, Cameron Shane. What are you doing? You got a whole roster of women on the Raw roster, and you don't. I would like for you just to come out and say you don't believe in them. That would be better than just saying, "Oh yeah, we're just gonna book Nia versus Rhea."
Oh my God.
Like, you just say that. Just say that. Because insulting because look at it like this. Did he not just insult the whole women of the Raw roster?
Yeah.
On a professional level, he just insulted all those women on the Raw roster because he bypassed all of them and went to a SmackDown superstar in Nia Jax. I'm not talking about storyline wise. I'm talking about in real life. He real life assaulted these hardworking women. Because those women. Because if I was, Sonya Deville, I was Liv Morgan. I'm talking about the actual people, not their characters. I was the actual people. I would feel insulted because It's a whole women of on the Raw roster that won the opportunity, and you just said, nope, we're gonna go with the former WWE champion that was on SmackDown, the hell SmackDown down, and we're gonna give her a shot at the Raw title. And anybody on Raw don't even get a shot right now. We're gonna have to raid to the Royal Rumble for that. And guess what? If the leaks are true, that winner is a SmackDown superstar currently. So again, the next two people that's going to be challenging Rhea for her title is going to be two SmackDown superstars.
Okay.
All right. Well, I am done. Because I'm done for now because the next part of this is right after this. But for now, until y'all get done with your thoughts, I am done. Wait, did you just put Nia in a classic in the same sentence? No, that was a classic. It was. Even for Nia, that was a classic. Nia had more good moments in that match than a botch. She may have a botch here and there, but it was for her, that was a classic. I'm not saying that if I'm saying that's a true classic, no. But for Nia, that was a classic. That was about close to a class you're gonna get with Nia.
Ooh. All right.
Oh no, that's not gonna happen ever. The way Triple H is booking, that Shayna is gonna be retired before she's gonna get the Tamina Snuka treatment. She's just gonna leave. All right. So, who wants to go first?
All right, I'll go. Man, this match, it was cool. Nia needed to take the back seat. To be honest, you had Liv freaking Morgan backstage. Liv freaking Morgan.
And we haven't even gotten to that part.
Y'all, just put two and two together. Liv Morgan. You had her backstage. And what do you do? Get this big old
Nick Otis, let me use Nia for a match for Saturday Night Main Event against a Raw superstar for the title.
No, he don't even call
She's
her.
Gonna lose, obviously. She's gonna lose, but yeah.
Hey, little big man, look, he don't even call her Nick Aldis. He just say Nia. Get your big self over here on Raw, and you gonna face Rhea Ripley and Saturday Night Main Event. Whether you win or lose, you're gonna face her.
And before Jeff continues, mind you, Nia is facing Tiffany at the Royal Rumble, according to the leaks. And she's not winning there either.
Hold on. Go ahead, Jeff. Oh, God.
And I would go get there too. And why? And she on Raw. And she already got a match set up for the Royal Rumble facing Tiffany Stratton. Like, you got Bayley, you got Liv Morgan, you got all these other Raw superstars.
I would have been cool with Bayley because she's a Raw superstar.
Shoot, I would have been cool with
MVP.
I would have been cool with EO and Dakota Kai. That's worse because they was on the show later on too.
Look at this little big man. I would have been cool with somebody off of the NXT roster than Nia Jax.
Roxanne was right there.
Not just her.
See where I'm going with this? There were so many opportunities for fresh starts.
Look. You could have brought Jada Parker up there for all I care. You could have brought my girl Jada Parker. You could have brought. Do I need to go on and on? There's a whole list. I can go on.
Jakara, Last Legend. Hell, put Trick Williams in the wig. Somebody else, please.
We said Trick
Bro. bro. Shayna Baszler.
Jesus
What's
Christ.
shoot, bring Oscar back for peace sake, for God's sake.
I think she's still injured.
No, I'm just saying. I would rather for her to face Rhea Ripley than freaking Nia Jax. Shoot, bring Tamina back. She can face.
I think if I'm correct, it's going to be like 3 or 4 for Oscar.
He said 3 or 4.
The number entry.
Oh yeah.
I just know it's pretty early for her. That's if the leaks are true,
bro. I'm just saying, like, for God's sake, I'm tired of seeing these women get title shot after title shot, and you got all these women in the back that they're not doing nothing with, and then they try to bring all these stars, these women from NXT, just for them to be pushed off to the side and not get no title shot. Shoot, they could have had some of them women. They could have had some of them women that fought for the mid card title face her.
Hold on, thought too. I just realized. I remember Wrestle Talk earlier said that. Guess who reported to the performance series as early as today?
Jay Cargill.
Huh?
Who? Charlotte or Jay Cargill?
Someone from TNA.
Oh, yeah.
Khris?
Yep.
Jordan Grace. Yep.
As soon as she was done with that match, she was scheduled to be reported to come to the performance center as early as today. They had her. They got her on tap, and you could have used her. I would have been okay with that.
Well,
go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead.
Boy, man. Triple H. Get it together with the women. Well, with the roster in general, get it together. Because the men ain't exempt either. We don't want to play Ring Around the Rosie with the title.
We definitely about
with none of the titles. Come on. We don't want to play hot potato.
What?
Triple H. Throw that match in the trash. Throw that Nia and Rhea match in the trash, please. I do not want to see it. Don't want to hear about it. Don't want to look at it. Just throw it in the trash altogether, please. Because we already know Rhea Ripley's going to keep that title for some time.
Rhea is, according to the leaks, Rhea about to get Rhea. The same thing she just did to Liv Morgan is about to be done to her. She's about to lose the title to someone she took the title from.
Exactly.
The title that became the women's world title, that's the title she went on for Charlotte Flair. And if the leaks are true, that's who she's going to lose the title to. So we're just running back people who beat people and we just running it back. Everybody who's got beat by somebody is about to be beating the person to get the title.
So Charlotte's going to break the record before John Cena? That's crazy.
And it might just be a tie thing. That's if
that's still crazy.
That's still crazy.
Nutty.
Regardless.
I mean, even if Charlotte loses, she's going to get right back in the title picture. Before the end of the year. Oh, my bad. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's
so stupid the way how the book is gonna go if everything is true. If everything is true, the booking for the next couple of months until after WrestleMania is going to be horrible.
Hey,
So we
Triple H,
put
if you put the title on Charlotte, I'm not watching WWE for a while. I'm just telling you that now. I'm tired of seeing Charlotte on the screen winning titles. She don't have to win a title to be dominant. Roman Reigns doesn't have to win a title to be dominant. Rhea Ripley doesn't have to win a title to be dominant. Liv Morgan has to win a title to be dominant. Give it to somebody like Liv Morgan to be the face of the company. Like,
Oh, he don't believe in that.
I don't believe in that. Why
They
do you
don't
think she
believe
lost
in
it?
that.
Why do you think she lost it in the first place? Why do you
They
think
don't
she won
believe
the
it.
title? Why do you think she won the title at King and Queens of the Ring?
They would say, "Look, we know we about to screw you over in the end, but hey, we're gonna give you some shine while we do it. We're gonna make you the most important person, and then flush it all down the toilet."
all I'm saying is, please do not give it to Charlotte because all y'all want her to do is break that title reign and break that.
Because, and then think about this: if it is Charlotte, they might not let John Cena do it. Because then John Cena gonna be like, "Oh well, I want it's Charlotte. She deserves it that because she's Ric Flair's daughter." No, it needs to be somebody that's not a Flair. And I'm sorry, John, you're the closest person.
Shoot, if anything, if John Cena's not gonna win it, then they need to make it to where Randy Orton. But
I would take Randy Orton or John Cena over Charlotte Flair.
I mean, it needs to be Cena. There's no conversation. It needs to be John Cena. It just needs to happen.
Charlotte's gonna get booed worse than worse than Hogan.
She
And she
is.
comes back to
You
a
think
title around
if
her
you
waist.
don't think if Charlotte comes back, if the leaks are true, win the Royal Rumble, and then go on to beat Rhea, which means we just Rhea, then you think that ain't about to get the worst boot? This about to get Goldberg, Brock Lesnar booed at WrestleMania.
You know what?
Yeah.
I rather Randy Orton do it than Cena. We too far out for it. Randy Orton don't have it that many times. We'll be waiting at least a couple more years for Randy Orton to do it. And the way how Triple H is booking, he's gonna put it more on newer people than he is older people. The only reason why he will put it on John Cena because John Cena is right there. It's not like he got to put it on John Cena 2 or 3 times. You just need to put it on him once and then take it off him the next month. Like we could that's what's going to happen to John Cena. John Cena is not going to have a long title reign.
No.
He'll probably have a longer title reign with the Intercontinental Championship than he will the main title. The main title just so that he could be the new standard bearer of Ric Flair. He could be the new Ric Flair.
Yeah.
I'd rather for Charlotte to win the mid card title. Now I'm saying that's gonna happen. Then her with the main title. Like
I would give you that. If anything, it needs to be the tag titles. I would say that as if we're gonna put a title on her, put the tag titles on her.
Charlotte Flair needs to stay out the title picture, and she needs to go into some feuds. That's just needs to happen. We need to put Charlotte Flair. But the problem is with the women's division, there's no good feuds for Charlotte to go against. That's why they're gonna keep her in the title scene.
if they, I don't know. They can have her feud.
Hey, Triple H, let's Shawn Michaels take over. I'm sorry, Jeff. Let's Shawn Michaels take over. Damn. All right, why don't you go back to NXT? Because it seems like you need to learn some stuff again. Because I don't know if you lost touch, but it's like, dude, stop it. Get some help.
You can learn from I want to say you can learn from TNA or from AEW. Like, come on, their women's
Oh hell no.
their women's
You,
division
you said AEW? What?
their
No.
women's, their
No.
women's division is doing better than.
TNA women's division doing better than the
That's
Rock.
why I said that's why I said TNA or AEW. Like,
No. We
No,
we
the
gonna
best
throw.
women's division is NXT by
Yeah,
far.
without a question.
NXT's women's division is so much better
Hey,
than
I mean,
any
look who they. All right.
most definitely. But I'm just saying, like,
the cheeks. That's
Triple
cheek
H,
city down there.
learn from TNA's women's division. Like,
I want to be a referee for Jada Parker's match.
Hey yo.
I swear I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry, Jeff. I keep cutting you off. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be a referee. Be like, hey, is she in the corner? Hey, get off of her. And she gonna be like, hey, did you just touch my ass? I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. A trip. I was trying to get into my spine. A trip. Oh God. Damn, that was firm. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
If I get
something
fired, it was worth it.
something got to give. Something got to give,
Something
and
got
it has to start with them not giving Charlotte the title.
Oh boy. All right now. Okay.
Go ahead, Sean. 'Cause I
to
can
go.
go on and on.
Yeah,
Um.
it's just so much wrong with this. We can go on and on for all day.
All right. So the match was cool. It was a decent match. Um. I'm pretty sure we're gonna start Bailey versus Roxanne, which I'm okay with. Um. We,
But if you guys don't, before puns go, if you guys don't read contest clues, when he says Bailey versus Roxanne, Bailey is on Raw, so I'm pretty sure Roxanne is going to be on Raw.
it's gonna be on Raw. Problem with Rhea in the word type did not say it, and I'm gonna keep on saying it again. Ooh, 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 even close to Rhea. No offense to Liv, they didn't believe in you. They let you win the title in May or whatever the case may be. And when it came time
Only
for
because Becky was leaving. Now that I look back,
yeah,
because they didn't believe.
when it came time to the big time, which is the Rumble going into WrestleMania, Liv, you're not a draw. I'm sorry, you're not. That's why they took the belt off of her. He's not a draw.
And she's not a draw because they won't make her into one. They won't let her be one.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. We know that. They're not going to let Liv cook. They're not going to let nobody cook if it's not a Charlotte, a Rhea, a Bianca, hell, a Bailey, a Nia. Is I missing anybody? Main people. Tiffany. I'll be surprised.
Yeah, I'd be surprised for Tiffany if Sasha
Um,
was there. Sasha, I would say Sasha, but she's not there
They're
yet.
gonna take the title
not
off
only
Tiffany.
not only we getting this match at Saturday Night Main Event. Forget the match. I'm not even talking about the match. Forget that. I'm not even talking about that. We didn't get no build to the Women's Royal Rumble at all. Let's go. Let's start there. Let's go there for a second because we didn't get no type a build, no type of hype for the Women's Royal Rumble at all.
Well,
At
no, I
all.
think if I might have missed it, but I think I did say Bailey declared herself for the Rumble.
Yeah.
Dude, what? The Men's Royal Rumble is looking way better than the Women's Royal Rumble. And the reason
Yeah,
why
I
I
think.
say that because
Uh,
we the reason why I say that because there's no build to the Women's Royal Rumble at all. Just like there's no build around new challenges for Rhea Ripley in the title.
and the sad part is, even not to cut you off, Shane, but the sad part is, if the leaks are true, the opposite is going to be the actual truth. If the leaks are true, the women's Royal Rumble is going to be the best one. The men's are going to be the ones that's short. Because if the leaks if you go by the fact that who all they got for the women's Royal Rumble, the women's Royal Rumble on paper is better than the men's. The man's is the reason why I say that because I won't tell you I ain't gonna tell y'all who was in it beyond Charlotte. I did spoil Charlotte and maybe Oscar, but I know every single person that's gonna be in the men's and the women's, and the women's are by far the best because they're gonna have the best surprises.
The only person that better be in this women's Royal Rumble that is a surprise for me is Alexa Bliss and AJ Lee.
Yes, yes.
Because other than that,
Watch them
I
have the best
I
thing come back.
I don't see my thing is we're not getting the same type of treatment as the men when it comes to the women's Royal Rumble. We're not getting that
No,
at
yeah,
all. I'm
yeah.
not feeling it. I'm not getting hyped about it. The men's, I'm getting hyped about it because of all the stories that we're going to get out of it. The
Right.
women's doesn't seem like it's a whole afterthought. Now, on paper, it can be better, but the build to it, I mean, come on, the build to it is you're not getting hyped about it at all.
Oh no,
That
no,
kind
no.
of
Oh no.
kind of brings me back to there's a problem in the women's division. Because anytime we got to rely on Naya, that's why I said Naya MVP 2025.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling it now. We depending on Nia Jax to she's kind of carrying the load right now. I'm not saying Liv Morgan's second run wasn't better than her first run. Her second one was way better than her first one.
But
But there's a lot.
the ending was still the same.
Yeah, the ending was still the same. She still lost it to the person that that we done seen 10, 15 times. So it don't make sense. And the Rhea don't have no new challenges. We not building no females at all in that roster. No one. No one. And where's your Intercontinental Champion at the women's Intercontinental Championship? She ain't cut no promo. She had a video package, but
What a video
she should
package.
have got the whole Chelsea Green treatment.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay, when you said Chelsea Green, I'm like, oh, you was talking about Lyra.
Yeah, like this was a big deal, and she wasn't even on the episode. Like this is what I mean by the booking.
Ironically, that's next too. That's coming up next.
The video package, right? This is
Yeah.
exactly what I'm talking about. Oh my god, yo, this is what I mean by the women's division as a whole. I I could give Becky Lynch one thing. When she did held the NXT Championship, she did face new challengers for the belt, or it was even a non-title match. But we got to see Becky in different feuds. We're not getting that at all with this world title. And that's because
No,
Triple H don't believe in half of the locker room.
he don't believe in
Sorry,
the
but
women.
that's the truth.
He don't believe in the women.
And we only say that's the truth because action speaks louder than words. And
Yep.
even though he's not on record, he has said he believes in everything, but your actions prove different.
Yep.
Your actions prove different. But
And
yeah,
that's the
I'm
problem.
with you, Xavier. Like, yeah, you put it on. You might as well just put it on somebody new, push them, and see what happens. Roll the dice.
This should be an era of building your superstars.
Now, I give the other company credit here again. I hate to admit this, but at least they do try with their women's division, put the belt on them. I mean, has it been a success?
No,
But Mariah May has probably been the best success besides Mercedes Moné.
Mm-hmm.
However,
Mm-hmm.
they try to take that risk. Does it work all the time? No, but they do try. WWE is. I don't know if they scared to try or if they're scared to pull the trigger, but I mean, I don't know. But we
I
gotta do
mean,
something.
granted, yeah, the drawback of just putting it on a random person is that there it might not be no build. Like, say out of nowhere, Rhea defends the title next Monday against Ivy Niles, and all of a sudden she beats Ivy beats her and she's the champion. That's gonna
Well,
be
yeah,
risky. That'd be risky as hell because like the hell did this come from out of nowhere?
no, that's what I mean. Like, no, my whole
Something
thing
new.
is like, when I said with the Selena Vega story, as she should be the chaser to chase the IC championship. Somebody, I don't know, but see, that's the thing. I don't know who's even believable enough besides Roxanne and Bailey, but who's believable enough on Raw that you can even push at this time. But Shayna
Shayna.
Baszler is probably the closest.
Oh yeah, you said I said it and you said it. Oh, like Shayna Blazer.
Yeah, she's probably the closest one that you can. Speaking of them, yeah,
Sonya Deville too, to a degree, because
Sonya Deville.
she really can like go. They just don't push her like that, but she's an excellent wrestler and fighter. It
yeah.
just
I mean, no,
we
that's what I mean. Like
Injuries. Injuries.
you got people that you can actually
Injuries got
push.
the upper hand.
These, it's not
Injuries
gonna.
got the upper hand for some of these stars. That's the thing. They're injury prone.
Oh,
I'm just saying, like some of these stars, they've been injured so much. It's just like I'm
Shayna
just like,
Baszler ain't been hurt.
yeah, Shayna Blazer and
no,
Sonya's been hurt,
no, not
but
saying
she's
the
not
Baszler.
injury prone. She only been hurt like maybe once or twice.
That's what I'm saying.
Liv Morgan definitely haven't been injured.
No, I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying some of them. Like, let's
But
see,
you
like
you
Sonya
you see
Deville,
that?
she she's been she's
Yeah,
been hurt
Yeah,
so
I
many
agree with
I
you
times,
with
agree
that.
with you.
I agree with you saying that.
and I'm just like, come on now, like if y'all gonna use her, they need to use her right.
Oh, Shayna Baszler.
No, Sonya Deville.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Sonya
saying.
Deville been
Sonya
at the title a
Deville
long
could
time.
actually be believable as a world champion if you just use her right.
Hmm.
Not even as a world champion, just a believable challenger. Let's just start there
Challenger.
first. Let's
Yeah,
just get a believable challenger. Let's go there. Look, I don't even care if the belt. I don't care if we don't put the belt on Sonya or Shayna Baszler. I don't care. Just let them look believable enough. I just want somebody to look believable. Sonya Deville getting these wins, great. Is she getting the push? Cool. We
Cool.
can have Sonya versus Rhea at the next Saturday night main event. See how the match go. If the match is dope, continue the feud. I'm with it. I don't even care if Sonya Deville loses. Just make her look like a believable challenger. That's how you build stars. You don't always got to put the belt on them right away, but at least if you give them a confidence to where, oh snap, they might look believable, or Shayna Baszler looks believable, like her NXT run. Just saying. Oh man, she looks believable. She might be next up. It may not be her time now, but she might be next up. That's how you build stars, man.
We don't need
That's what I'm
another Ronda
saying.
Rousey. We don't need another Ronda Rousey.
no, and Shayna is way better than Ronda.
Yes, I'm just saying we don't need that because I'm tired of seeing stuff like that. The next, I
But
think
that's
Ronda
what I'm
Rousey.
saying. We just need to build challengers. We need to build believable challengers for Rhea Ripley. And if we keep leaning on Charlotte, eventually the fans is. I mean, it's gonna be cool to see her back. You know what I mean? And anything like that.
Yeah,
Charlotte's doing. It's just we kind of already know what to expect when she comes back.
Her time is up. Her time is up
You
as
said
champion.
wait, what? You said I care. No, I'm not. No, I'm not saying that. Listen, I want one of them to be champion one day, but we gotta build them up to where they look believable against Rhea Ripley. Because at the end of the day, WWE is going to go off of ticket sales and who could put butts to seats. That's what matters. Who
That's
going to
why they
put
always
behind
give
the
it to
seats?
That's why they always give it to Charlotte, because she
And
can
I
put butts
and,
in seats.
and I get it. I understand. Not to cut you off, Joe, but I understand what people be saying. Oh, well, everybody can't win. Somebody got to lose. Yeah, but it's a come to a point where you know who should be winning and who should be losing.
It should be
Someone like
50.
Yeah,
Lyra and Zoe, yeah, they could job a little bit because they got to pay their dues. But someone like Shayna and Sonya, like they should be on the list of people who win more than they lose.
yeah. That's what I mean. They should be on the list to where they look believable enough to where they could be like, all right, we could put the belt on them, like
Right? They want
like
to
they
go in
did
a
with
different direction.
Liv Morgan. I hate this. I hate to use this as an example, but they put it on Liv Morgan after all the WrestleMania stuff, and I'm okay with that. It's just that we gotta build them to where they look believable enough against somebody like a Rhea Ripley. Because again, this goes back to storytelling, ticket sales, and and and
Activity.
and who loves the crowd. I mean, and can Shayna Baszler sell her match? Can Sonya Deville sell her match? That's what it's going to come down to. It's not going to come down to they great wrestlers. No, WWE don't care about who can wrestle and who can't. No, all they care about is who could put asses to seats and who could sell their matches the most and who could tell stories. Rhea Ripley is one of them, and I hate to say it, but it's facts. That's why they put the belt back on her. No offense to Liv Morgan, she had a hell of a year and a hell of a run. But when it comes down to the Royal Rumble going into WrestleMania, Liv Morgan is not a draw. And that's what matters the most around this time of the year. Who can draw? Who could tell a story in the ring? Shayna Baszler did it in NXT, had a hell of an NXT run. Her WWE main roster run, paired ass. Sonya Deville, same way.
And that's because of Vince. Because she would
Yep,
she had hella momentum. She even won the Royal Rumble.
yep.
And when she became what was that? She was one of the higher ups. I'm like, come on. I'm like, really? They made Sonya Deville a higher up for what? Like one of the people on SmackDown for what? Like,
And it kind of worked. It got over a little bit.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, we gotta make people look believable. We gotta make them look believable. At least if one thing, right? If we can't do nothing else, let's say Charlotte Flair don't even come back. Let's say Becky Lynch don't come back for a while. At least WWE know Liv Morgan. You can we can do this story again at WrestleMania. That's that's the problem with Sonya or Shayna or anybody else. See the difference here? That's the problem. That's why they
Mhm.
went to Nia Jax. That's why I said Nia Jax MVP 2025. Because they make a Nia Jax the workhorse.
Yep. Guys, you see why I said this was a problem. We went on a whole rant, and this is the
I
second
know,
match.
right?
This is like the second match of the night, and it has so much wrong with it that we went on a whole rant about the second match. We didn't even get to the third match. We didn't get to Cmpunk. We didn't get to everything else. We just went on a
None of
rant
that.
about how how even though the match itself was good, there was so much wrong, and that's bad. But didn't I say it gets worse? Didn't I say it gets worse? So after throwing salt in the wound and forcing us to go through this whole weirdness of a SmackDown superstar going up against Rhea for the title, Lord and behold, guess who's backstage? Because the next segment is the Judgment Day segment. And who do they show backstage? Raquel, Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio, and everyone. And apparently, it starts off with Chad Gable from earlier when he was talking about Dominic Mysterio. He goes to get the help from Dominic Mysterio. He said you had this like magic cure for the luchador stuff. You was gonna help me. He said, what is it? Give me. He said, all right. I got the perfect thing. I know someone that you could call that can help you out with your luchador problem. And he gives him a paper, and he mentions something about the dark arts of the luchador. You're gonna go learn the dark arts of the luchadors and whatnot. Some people, I think I've been seeing online, people have been saying this was a reference to Aleister Black. So I don't know.
It is.
It is.
It
Okay.
is. It's Malachi Black. It is.
Okay. So I didn't know for sure if that was a reference to him, but I seen on Facebook when he said the dark arts of the luchadors, somebody had posted that scene with him saying that, a picture of him in that scene saying that to Dominic Mysterio. They posted, like, they put like a picture of the dark arts, and then above below the picture they had Aleister Black. So I'm like, oh, okay, maybe that was
because he came from that.
Okay,
he came from that.
Okay, so that was a reference to Aleister. But so I guess he is coming back to WWE this time.
We getting Malachi Black versus Penta. Oh, sign me up.
Don't say that and Rhea have. Don't say that Rhea have history. Yeah, they got history.
Yeah.
You would never know it because they won't push Shayna to the moon.
But that's what I mean. If we gonna push Shayna, we gotta give her dubs all the way. And this is what goes into later on with that peer.
Oh yeah. But so the reason why I said this part with the Judgment Day is so horrible is because after that, that's when the camera pans to JD McDonough talking about Finn Balor being out because of the brawl with Damian Priest last week, and that they got a match for the title, and that him and they're gonna forfeit unless they figure something out. And this is where Liv Morgan and Raquel come into the picture. They was like, well, hey, looks like listening to Finn doesn't get a lot of wins. Now, lady have they, and he's like, all right. But he's like, but what are we gonna do? I want to forfeit. Dominic would still say, you know what? I can step in for Finn. He shouldn't mind that, right? Liv is like, no, he shouldn't mind, and that it should be more about getting the goal back at the Judgment Day than who is in the match itself. So I guess it's going to be JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio going against the War Raiders next week. My point is, the rest of this segment has Liv and Dominic like maybe Liv being passive aggressive, like she's angry that Don didn't help her win against Rhea, and that he had some type of plan. And he said he still got a plan, and he got a plan for her. He's gonna help her, but that he keeps apologizing. She keeps saying she's not mad and blah blah blah. And that she said, well, you got a plan. Let's go see about it. And she made some innuendo like they're about to go have sex. And then you see Carlito like, Raquel like, what the heck, man? Gone. Trying to see some stuff. But then that's my problem. So Liv was backstage. Liv and Raquel was backstage. And you didn't think, oh, man, well, didn't Raquel just return to get revenge on Rhea? Isn't Raquel a powerhouse just like Rhea? Hasn't Raquel beaten Rhea for a title before?
Mm-hmm.
Unless I'm living in bizarre world where I didn't watch NXT and Rhea was pretty much sent to the main roster after losing to Raquel. Why didn't Raquel go out there and challenge Rhea? Why didn't
You wanna
Liz
know
try to
why?
get a get back? Why
You wanna know
didn't
why? You wanna know why? Because Raquel's not believable enough.
I still would have took it?
It,
I would have
it
took it over
goes back.
Nia.
It goes back to what it goes back to what I'm saying. Nia Jax MVP because they making her the workhorse. It's it's already showing.
Yeah.
Look how much Nia Jax. Look how much Nia Jax. Look how many matches Nia Jax has since 2025. I'm talking about house shows and all that. Nia Jax done had over, I think, like 30 matches already.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Need I say more?
Yeah. I mean, hell, Pure Fusion, any of the Pure Fusion collective,
Oh,
damage
God.
control, all of them could have came out, but no, I guess, like you said,
Don't even talk about. Don't even talk about them.
yeah, it every like basically for my brain set is from this point on, from the second match on, they showed so many people that could have been in Nia Jax's spot, and the fact that they chose Nia Jax was just baffling to me. But But then, as Punch mentioned, after the whole Judgment Day promo, we get the video package for Lyra Valkyria. She won the title and was given the same treatment as Chelsea Green. After she won the title, both of them didn't show up on the show the next after the week they won it, and they only got video packages. And which is worse, Chelsea Green's was worse because her video package was just a repeat of her backstage segment from the night she won it. At least
Hey,
Lyra got
hey,
actual true legit
hey!
video package.
At least Chelsea had a live joint the week after. Just saying. But
No, that's what I'm saying. Her live celebration was 2 weeks after she won it.
oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because the week after the next show after she won it was just a video package. She wasn't on the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
just
yeah.
a video package of a repeat from Saturday Night's main event. And then
Jesus.
that next week she got a celebration.
We
And
need.
now
Oh,
it seemed like
my
Lyra was
bad.
going to get the same treatment. It seemed like Lyra was going to get this. Raquel is buried to being a lackey. Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but then after the video package, we get the third match of the night, which is Pete Dunne versus Penta. And man, was that a good match? That I love seeing that Mexican destroyer.
Right. Say it loud.
I love that they gave him some pyro this time when he came out, and I like how he kind of like started doing this little creaky step every time after he started walking down the ramp for a minute.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. The creep walk.
the
I
little
know he
creep,
used to call it something like that in AEW.
but he like he started saying and then then everybody he either dapped up some people or then he did his little like this and then he dapped people like that with it. So I was like that was cool. But the match itself with Pete Dunne was awesome.
Yeah,
It
hell
was
yeah. Best
awesome.
match of the night.
That was awesome. That was match of the night. That was awesome. Him and Pete Dunne worked so well together. And I like that Pete Dunne basically said that he tired of people that he was mad at the crowd for calling him Butch and stuff like that. His name is Pete Dunne and not Butch. But the match itself was fine. I ain't got no work. This was nothing to rant about. Other in the opposite direction. This was all good. The match itself was fine. Pete Dunne is Pete Dunne. I hate when he joint manipulates because it just like it hurts so bad. It looked like it hurts so bad when he be like messing with your fingers and all that type of stuff. I'm just like, dude, one is that you're gonna end up slipping up and messing up and really breaking their fingers. Like, come on, bro. That stuff look like it hurts. But no, it was a great match. That like I said, that Mexican destroyer out of nowhere was perfectly so. That was a perfect then he would hit the Penta driver to beat Pete Dunne. Pretty good. That was a pretty great. That was a great match. So but yeah, like I said, I don't got nothing bad to say about that. Punch. That's your dude. So you go.
That's my guy. The match was fire. Man. Best match of the night. We need to do something with Pete Dunne though. I
Yeah.
feel I I Pete Dunne is a great talent. We need to do more with Pete Dunne. Uh, we need to. I feel like it's overdue.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Penta is going to be a superstar. Just please don't put him with the LWO. It will be fun.
The way how Triple H is going, I wouldn't be surprised.
No. Let Penta have these good matches. Let him build some wins. He could be the IC champion down the line. I'm with that, by the way. Um, Hell, the way the world title picture is looking on over there, I can see him in the world title hunt sometime soon. No offense
Yeah,
to Sammy.
And Dragon Lee, by that way. Because, I mean, Jesus Christ, poor Dragon Lee.
they need
he
to do something with
Yeah,
Dragon Lee.
yeah.
was
Yeah,
getting the
poor him.
push. He was getting the push, and then Penta came along. We just forgot about Dragon Lee.
They could be in a tag team.
Oh,
I think he was
oh,
saying Penta and Dragon Lee.
hell no.
No, that's going to be reserved for Ray Phoenix when he comes.
I'm just saying.
What? Nah, no. Mm.
They need to
It's
do
gonna be
something
the
with.
tag,
They need to do something with Dragon Lee.
Get
tag
on
team with
away from the LWO will be a start.
well,
If I'm
on
not,
SmackDown.
if I'm to be bold, just stop with the LWO. Stop the group in its entirety. I'm sorry, but you're
No,
killing the legacy of
you
LWO.
said put that man with no. If Penta is going to team with anybody, it better be
It's Ray
brother,
Phoenix.
better be Ray Phoenix. Or I
Yeah,
mean, we can get a one-on-one match with them too. That when they went against each other, that was a classic.
well, yeah.
However, nah, yeah, but nah, I agree. We gotta get damn, I forgot his name. What was it
Dragon
called?
Lee.
Yeah, we gotta
Dragon
get
Lee.
Dragon. Man, see, man.
Look at you.
So
Look at you. I'm sorry,
I'm
Dragon Lee,
sorry.
man. I'm sorry, bro.
Dragon Lee.
Sorry,
It's
man.
Triple H at this point, man. He making us forget about you for a minute. But I haven't forgot, man. I haven't forgot. Just like I
Right.
haven't forgot about Zelina Vega. I haven't forgot about you, Dragon.
Yeah, my dad. Oh, my bad. That's because the LWO. Uh, it's
Well,
like them
Jeff.
other two guys. I
Go
mean, my
ahead.
bad. Just like them other two guys in the LWO. They a good tag team. I mean, good. I mean, good. But we keep putting them with my man's Rey Mysterio. Oh, my bad, Ray. You my guy, but it's time
No.
to hang it up.
Yeah, no. Because if y'all, this is how y'all gonna do the LWO, just hang it up. Just godly. Jeff, go ahead, man.
Uh, that match was good. No complaints. Yeah, no
All
complaints.
right. Straightforward. I told you that's how great that match was. That match is good. There's nothing we could say more. You have to watch
But
the match just to understand why it
listen, if
was so
we
good.
get Penta versus Mordecai Black, Triple H, come here. It better not end in no disqualification. It better not end in no count out. It better not end in no BS. It better be Penta versus Mordecai Black, one-on-one, winner, loser. And you better give them time. All
If
right,
that
now you
if that's the case, then you might as well say it better not be on Monday Night Raw then. Because that's the only place that's going to happen. That's going to have to be a pay-per-view for that to go that way. Because if they do it on Raw, that he's going to cause a disqualification to keep teasing until we get to a pay-per-view.
Oh my God! Don't do that. Please don't. Just let them wrestle. You ain't even gotta build a story with them too. I could care less. Just put them in the ring.
All right. Well, we got Logan Paul next. It was just the same as Lyra. He got a video package. This is where Michael Cole and them mentioned that we talked about our newest Raw superstar, Logan Paul, but it was already announced that he was going to be a Raw superstar. That was before the little trade window opened. So I don't know why they mentioned Logan Paul like that, like he was just signed to Raw. We already knew he was on Raw. He was like hell. He was the first person to go from SmackDown to Raw without the trade window. He was just he was just giving over the Raw.
Yeah.
But it was just a standard Logan Paul video package about him talking about how it must be bad or it must be hard to be a Logan Paul hater and how he's just gonna run over the division and be world champion, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, Logan. At some point you got to show up to work to do all that, but okay.
Logan Paul, cut the crap.
I mean, he gonna be world champion before Sammy or damn, my bad.
Nah.
Maybe Sammy.
Not gonna be world champion before Jey Uso. What are we talking about? Oh, my bad. Damn.
I mean, then again, yeah, it might be. But then we get to one of the best promos of the night, of course, because it's CM Punk.
Ooh.
And my man CM Punk, he took a shot, and it was mostly, and this is why I said CM Punk said what? It's because they asked him, basically the promo was about the competition in the Royal Rumble and that how he feel about it now that Sami Zayn, about people like Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, all that type of stuff. And he basically talked about how he don't worry about Seth Rollins. He beating Seth Rollins. He stumped Drew McIntyre into the dirt. He can't see John Cena throwing him over the top rope. He said, "Don't mention Sami Zayn to me. He's not on my level." And I'm just like, "Oh." I'm like, okay. But the real was what he said next. He said, hell, we could bring old dusty ass Hulk Hogan into the match. I throw him over the top rope and kill Hulkamania once and for all. And I'm like, ooh.
Y'all know that was a script, right?
Shoo. I said, okay. I know CM Punk. I don't think that was scripted, but okay.
Nah, not at all.
I don't think that was scripted. But
no,
okay. I can't after how they try to promote Hulk Hogan. I can't see Triple H scripting CM Punk to say that. Though then again, I could be wrong.
No,
I am wrong because I know Triple H signed off on it. I know he signed off on it.
Nah, did you see Homegirl's face?
Yeah, I seen her face. She was like, that's why I made that face, because that's the face she made.
Yeah, I don't think that was script. I don't think Triple H saw. I don't think Triple H knew. We is talking about CM Punk.
Yeah, but I think like I would say that for Vince, because I know how Vince and CM Punk was, but for Triple H, I'm more because this is in his wheelhouse. You gotta remember, Triple H also is known to do chase shots like that. So I'm like, okay, he might not have known it, but my money is on that Triple H signed off on it because it goes.
I was about to say because I heard rumors that Triple H didn't even know about that.
It is CM Punk. But hey, it's part of his. The only reason why I say it because that's part of his character to take those shots, and Triple H was no stranger to taking those type of shots too. So that's why I say it could be true that he didn't know about it, but I'm more inclined to believe that he signed off on it because I would think after everything with CM Punk, he ran it by Triple H, and Triple H was like, you know what? Yeah, go ahead. The crowd's expecting it anyway. They expected somebody to take a shot at Hulk Hogan, so. Why not be CM Punk? But yeah, that's pretty much he was saying. That's all he was saying that he's gonna win the Royal Rumble. That he's gonna throw all 29 superstars over the ring, and everybody's gonna be chanting one man with the 3-syllable name. Everybody says CM Punk.
Y'all,
Pretty good,
y'all did y'all
pretty good
heard?
promo.
Did y'all heard what he said though? Forget the Hulk Hogan part. Did you hear the favor if he has
Oh yeah,
to?
no, oh yeah, my fault. Yeah, he did. He did say if I gotta do. I forgot. He said if I gotta do something, and then he mentioned, or if I gotta call in a favor or two, because he started talking about that when they mentioned Roman Reigns. I glossed over that part. My fault. But he did mention
Paul
Roman
Heyman,
Reigns too, because he said what he said Roman Reigns needed my help. Roman Reigns needed my help to end a family feud or a family dispute. And he said if I gotta do something, it was both of them. Both of them pertain to like he had to call on somebody's help to if he needed to.
Paul,
Both comments
Paul
is what he
Heyman.
said.
The story better be Paul Heyman getting Punk into the main event.
We almost about to wrap up. We about to catch the rest of it. Shane and Jeff are watching it while I'm not watching it. I know they're watching it in the background.
Now Shane probably watching now. I'm not.
Oh, okay. I know usually y'all be watching it in the background, so that's why I
Yeah,
said that.
yeah. No, not today.
But yeah, how do y'all feel about the CM Punk promo? Anybody?
Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Perfect. Yeah. That was the best
And
thing
what did
about.
he do?
That was the best thing about Raw
That
to
definitely was
me.
the best promo tonight for sure.
You know what's sad though? CM Punk and the people that enter into the Royal Rumble, like the Drews and all that, they promos for the Royal Rumble has been a better build than anything,
Yes.
including the females. Oh my bad. Damn, did I say that? I
Yes.
keep it's bad, yo. It's bad. It's bad.
We just saying.
um. Well, we get the War Raiders promo next, which is they being interviewed about not only JD McDonald's and Dominic Mysterio's comments about the other people, but like I'm about to say Alpha Academy, American Maze, Creed Brothers, and all of them talking about everybody coming for the titles, and they said they understand more than anybody what how hard it. Jeff already got the
And wait for the War Raiders?
yeah.
Nah, not the
Oh,
Raiders, man.
Jesus. I thought it was because of what comes next after the War Raiders, but I could be wrong. I didn't think it was for the War Raiders. I thought it was
Nah,
because of
nah,
the next match.
nah. Yeah.
But but yeah, so they basically just go on about how they know how what it takes that they was being told that they might not never wrestle again to be standing there now as the world tag team champions. So they know what it takes to be world tag team champion, and they welcome all challengers anywhere at any time, and that no one could take the titles from them. And then we get to the fourth match of the night, which drives home my whole Liv Morgan and everybody on the Raw roster point. We get PFC, in this case, Shayna Blazer and Zoe Stark, who was on the roster, Triple H, and they was there and available, versus two other people that was available, Dakota Kai, who don't have nothing to do, and also Io Sky, who had nothing to do. If I need to talk louder for the people in the back there, Triple H, that you had people who could have came out and challenged Rhea, but that was your fourth match of the night. Was an okay match. Okay match. No,
I agree.
it was an okay match. Damage
Nah.
control. Io Sky did her thing. Dakota Kai did her thing. Shayna is Shayna. She still got that aura. You just don't push her enough to care about it, but she still got that
So
aura.
we starts drop kick was tough.
Yes, that drop kick from Zoe Stark was tough. That was tough. That was tough. But like I said, it was an okay match. It was a bit of a bathroom break, but I watched it for the most part. I might have like looked away or did something else for a minute, but I caught majority of it. So it was an okay match. Hating on the Royal Raiders? No, I don't think he was hating. I saw Jeff with the trash can. I just realized he had the trash can again. Oh my god.
Yeah, you talking about the
It
match?
was an okay match. It was not the worst thing. The worst thing of the night was the whole booking process around Rhea Ripley's
No,
next challenger.
no, man, nah, forget that. Let's talk about it. Let's talk
No,
about pure view.
but I again. So you mean to tell me on hand? I'm just going off of what we seen on the show. We don't know about Lyra because she only had a video package. I'm assuming she was there, but maybe not. You know what they say about assuming. So you shouldn't assume. But we know for a fact, Rhea was there. Bailey was there, who is a Raw superstar now. Nia was there for some weird reason, but according to Punch, it's because she's the workhorse. Okay. But of the Raw superstars, we had Liv, we have Raquel, we had Sonya, Zoe, and Shayna. We had Io Sky, who's a former champion, mind you, and we had Dakota Kai. Anyone know what? It's Saturday night main event. It's not like you was going to change the title. It's Saturday night main event. You could have put any one of them in that spot for that match.
Oh,
I don't care. At this point, I don't care about build up. Just let me see Rhea go up against somebody new. And it was Saturday night main event. It was just gonna be a good. You could have just made it a good match with Rhea retaining. I don't care. But the fact that you had all those women there that could have just stepped up to Rhea, be like, I want to be your next challenger. If you was just gonna do that random booking on Nia, you could have did a random booking on Sonya. Sonya had nothing to do but be to try to help Pure Physical Legend. She could have came out and been like, Rhea, I want to challenge you for the title. I'm better than you, blah, blah, blah. And I demand a match and attack Rhea and then gets made official. Because that's like, because what you're telling me, all it took was somebody to attack Rhea to get the match. So she could have attacked Rhea and got the match. Shayna could have attacked Rhea and got the match. Zoe could have done the same thing. Dakota Kai could have done it. Io Sky could have done it. Bailey could have done it.
You see what happens when you book a big event right close to a next big event? It happens with Crown Jewel every time.
Mm-hmm.
And then Survivor Series is right after. It's happening right now. The same process with Saturday Night Main Event. And then you got the Royal Rumble right after.
And the bad part is you're putting Nia in two different. Unless you're gonna flip the script on us and be like, Nia's not getting that championship match at the Royal Rumble. That means you're gonna make her lose twice.
Why are we not building Nia versus Tiffany? I'm confused. Why is Nia going after a title that she's going to lose and then go into the Royal Rumble and lose again?
Three times. She's gonna lose at Saturday Night Main Event. She's gonna lose her title match at the Royal Rumble, and then lose the Women's Royal Rumble match.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we doing? I told you, Nia Jax the workhorse. I said it. I'm saying it now.
Oh, by the way, Punch, I was trying to say earlier when you were talking about your who you want to see in the Women's Royal Rumble, you get one of the two, unless somebody whose name on that list is just a fake out for the other person. Then, but you get one of the two.
I've seen the list. Yeah. That's a confusing collection. Hold on. I talk about these women every week. Again, we are building these women that's supposed to be dominant, and you lose again. That's why I said Sonya is not believable. I don't care if she's not in the match. She's just not believable because the group is losing. Let's look. Let's talk about it. She's a leader of a group. That means that she's supposed to, by any means, help this group get better and help this group win. And none of that is happening.
Nope.
None of it.
Nope.
He put up with a couple attacks. I'm like, oh, why? Yeah, we gonna do something. Nah, he just lose when it matters. And he
And the
lose
bad
again.
part is it hurts Shayna and Zoe more because Sonya is still undefeated since she came back.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say, to my honest opinion, it hurts all three of them. Because even if Sonya is still undefeated one-on-one, as a leader, she's not getting the job done. So what are we doing? I said, look, in any group, in any fashion, the leader gets the job done. You said of Naya's the workhorse that the vicious in the toilet. I mean, who else do you depend on? Who else do you depend
yeah,
on?
you got to be realistic, Sabier. From what you've seen, who else did they depend
Who
on?
else can you depend on?
You at this very moment in the women's division, when it comes to the main roster, it's literally Liv, Rhea, and Nia.
Naya's going to be the Becky. Naya's going to be the Becky Lynch, right? Because Becky Lynch was a workhorse. Naya's going to be the next Becky Lynch. Just like Seth Rollins, he's the workhorse. Who else is you going to depend on? That's what I mean. That's the problem. Because again, it goes back to Sonya and Shayna Baszler. Nobody's going to believe them because they lose. And Sonya is not a leader because she's not helping the team win by any means. Who else do you depend on? Can't depend on Bayley because she's about to go in the feud with Roxanne.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think they got Nia twice?
You're right, Sabier. But the question is, who do they got to depend on at the moment? It's not at
That's
this
the
point.
question.
The question is, it's not about if she's injury prone. Who do they got to depend on? And WWE is showing what Shane and me and everybody is saying is they showing us that they depend more on Rhea and Nia and maybe Bayley to a certain degree and Bianca than anybody else.
Yeah, who else is you going to lean on? Again, this goes back to butts in the seat.
My fault. If anybody was going to challenge Rhea for the title for a random person on SmackDown, it should have been Bianca. Because didn't we build up to that and never got to it?
But again, this goes back to the problem in the women's division. Because even when Becky was around, even when Becky was going against that young talent, the person that beat Becky is the IC champion. So she the only one that got a prize out the deal. She the only one that got a prize out of beating one of the top stars. Tiffany Stratton lost to Becky, but she got over very well. She got over very well. For her to even, you know what I mean, cash in and win. So we understood that assignment. But besides Tiffany and the IC champion, no offense to Chelsea Green, but she's not on that level. And that's not a dish. She's not there yet. But who else can you depend on Raw?
He says Zoe should have challenged her. No, that's what we just said. We would have took anybody. But again, the question is, who on Raw can they depend on? Can they go to for a match against Rhea?
First of all, we talking about Saturday night main event, which is going to be in San Antonio, Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, you can't have Zoe versus Rhea. You're not going to put a bunch of seats. We did that at Survivor Series. Y'all forgot the match?
What, the War Games match?
Yeah, I think it was Zoe versus Rhea for the championship. Or something like that. Or I could be wrong.
Wait a minute, hold up. You're not you talking about the previous Survivor Series. You're not talking about this one, right?
I'm not talking about this one. Yeah, I'm talking about the previous one.
Yeah,
Year
okay,
before that.
yeah. I think that was Survivor Series where
Y'all
we
forgot
got Zoe
they
versus
tried
Rhea.
it with Zoe. And the match was so boring you can hear pennies drop in the arena.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta
And if
remember,
anybody
Rhea,
cheered, everybody mostly cheered for Rhea, and then they did cheer for Zoe a little bit when she actually got
mind
going.
you, Rhea was the heel at that time. Again, it's not about who can go against Charlotte. It's how we build the next person to go against. I mean, I said Charlotte. Rhea. It's not about who can go against Rhea. There's plenty of women that can go against Rhea. Okay. But who? Who is the question? Who do we
Yeah,
build? You can't.
that's the
You
question.
can't build
Who?
Zoe. You can't build Zoe and Shayna Baszler when you're losing. You can't do it. Do it. You can't put Zoe in a world title match when she lost to Damage. There's no way.
Jeff, you got anything to add to this?
Mm-mm.
He said, I get that trash can was all he needed to say for this Pure Fusion Collective match. All right. Well, we get to the main event. That's it. We at the end of the show now. And this is by far a good match. This was a good match. We lost Punch there. This was a good match. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. I even like the little video package that they show beforehand too, because it kind of builds up off of that. They was building it too as a WrestleMania rematch and all that. I liked it. I like the little build. I like the match itself. I think we got Punch back. Yep. But no, yeah, the main event match was good. This was probably like the second best match of the night. It got the good time. That extra 30-something minutes into that 2 hours was pretty much for this match. They took the rest of that time for that. But no, the match itself was good. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. That was good. Sami Zayn would get involved. But only that will come later. They went back and forth. They were talking smack to each other. Seth was like, "How dare you question my integrity and all that type of stuff." He went crazy on Drew, just grabbing Drew's face and said other stuff, and it looked like he put his hand in Drew's mouth too. I was like, "Oh
Yeah,
God."
I think he did.
But then Drew turns the table. Then he started talking smack. He said, "What did you think was gonna happen with this? Look what happened when you wanted to fight me. You wanted that match at WrestleMania. And look what happened. What did you think was gonna happen? You know, it was just a verbal dragging while beating each other up. So it was like rubbing salt in the wound as it is. But it was a good match. It was good. They went back and forth. Though. The only thing is, this is where Shane said we repeat a roll up finish. Seth Rollins would get the win on a roll up finish, but he was so beside himself after Drew McIntyre. After he lost, I think he started beating up on Seth Rollins, and basically was about to tear him apart. And this is where Sami Zayn would get involved, and he would chase Drew McIntyre off beforehand, but then but Drew McIntyre would get the upper hand, then he would put Seth into the corner saying, you did this, and Sami Zayn tried to hit him with a Haluna kick, but he moved out the way, and he ended up hitting Seth Rollins with it, to which Drew McIntyre just finally left and walked up the ramp smiling that he caused Sami Zayn to hit Drew McIntyre, with Sami Zayn trying to come, explained himself to Seth after Seth looked up at him like, "Did you really just hit me with a lunar kick?" And he was like, "No, he saw. I didn't mean that. Hey, listen to me now. Listen, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't." And I think Dan, there was also a video on the YouTube channel where they show whatchamacallit, they show Sammy and Seth talking. And Seth actually forgave him too. He just told him, yeah, you try to come out and help. You try to come out and help. Well, next time when you try to come out and help, just be more careful next time. And Sammy just said, okay, I accept it, and they left. Pretty good match. Like I said, I enjoyed it. Wasn't bad. It was worthy of the main event. It really was. It was worthy of the main event. Was worthy of that extra little 25. So I think they wrestled for like 25 minutes or something like that. So it was worth it. It was worth it. Jeff, what do you think about it?
To be honest, I don't even care for real. To be honest, I don't. It was better than that last match, but still, no, I don't care.
All right. All right. Is Punch you with us, Punch? What do you think about that main event?
I mean, no, you know what? It told more of a story than a match. I just hate the fact that we got a roll up finish. It definitely Drew was saying like, "Yo, man, like we should have been a team." Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm hoping we get to that. But speaking of Seth, that's what I wanted to talk about. The match was dope. The match was cool. Sami Zayn need to stay out of people's business. Okay, just stay out of people's business.
Exactly.
But with that kick, it kind of is that going to lead Seth into the dark side? Now, here's the part where Karrion Kross can actually play in that. Now, I noticed with Karrion Kross' character, he has turned a lot of people heel over the past year. I mean, when he did the whole TikTok thing with Roman, he said, "Yo, your time as you not being champion is coming," which it has. The whole the whole Xavier Woods, he got both of them to be a heel. Karrion Kross is playing the devil's advocate here, and I'm cool with that. And if he can get Seth Rollins and the Big Three together, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. If we can get a Karrion Kross feud, and not just any feud, Karrion Kross, the feud with Seth should be, you need to come to the dark side. It's over. All this babyface Seth Rollins, nah, you need to come to the dark side. So if Karrion Kross could be that earpiece, if we can get the three, I think we in for a good run here. But for the match itself was cool. Sami Zayn with the kick. I guess we can use that to kind of get Seth Rollins to start leaning over to the heelish side of things.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, it was a cool ending. Not nothing crazy to write about, but
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Sabier said, he's tired of the same old matches and story. I don't blame him. I mean, we have seen Drew versus Seth so many times in the last year, but
I think I think that match told more of a story than a match.
Oh
I,
no, yeah, for sure. It was telling more of a story than the match
yeah,
itself.
because Drew was like, "Yo, we should be a team." Da 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 da.
But you
I
so
think
selfish. Mhm.
I think we putting the pieces together. That's why I said Karrion Kross can play a big part into that heel turn.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I don't care if he loses the match. The story, the outcome is Seth being the heel and Karrion Cross being that earpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what he did. That's the look at the New Day. Karrion Cross had parts of that. AJ Styles, Karrion Cross had parts of that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like the character. If we're gonna have somebody play the devil role, it should be Karrion Cross.
And when you think about it like that, it sounds like they gave Karrion Bray Wyatt's like kind of gimmick. Because remember,
Yeah,
Bray Wyatt did that. Everybody that went up against Bray Wyatt ended up turning heel.
yep,
Daniel Bryan, Braun Strowman, all of them. Everybody ended up turning heel. That ended up going up
yep.
against.
Everybody end up turning heel. We doing if we do this with Karrion Cross, hell, I'm all for it. I mean, the outcome is always for Karrion Cross to get a decent push, and I would love to see that. Even though I said he's still a bum to me, but the new character I'm liking right now. I like the devil character. Yo, let's get him healed, whatever the case may be. Now if we can get him some wins, I'm cool with that. But the outcome for this for Seth to turn heel will have to Karrion Cross will have to play a big part in that.
Hmm.
That means that we can actually get him in the main event scene.
Okay, yeah, maybe not Goldberg. But then again, he was heel adjacent because people hated Goldberg for beating him. So it kind of
Yup.
he might not have been like heel in character, but he was a heel to everybody for
He
beating
was
Bray
still to
Wyatt.
everybody else.
Yeah, so it's like yeah and no with Goldberg.
But yeah, but with the story
But you
now,
got a point. If you mention John Cena, then you got a point. Now you
yeah,
got a point.
now that's why I said now Karrion Cross can be. If we're gonna put Karrion Cross in this main event scene, this would be a perfect way to start it off. He could play a big part in the Seth Rollins turning the heel. Hell, might even be the fourth man with the whole Drew and Kevin Owens and Karrion Cross. Hey, I'm with that too. I mean, if we're gonna do
Still
that, let's do it.
2.0.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Eh,
But Karrion Cross could definitely play a huge part in that.
Okay. All right. All right. Ratings. I'm gonna give this, despite the whole Rhea stuff that very much really irritated me. This was a very decent show. This was a decent show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. This was a decent
Okay.
show. It would have been an 8, but that whole Rhea stuff with the fact that, and it's not like again, it's not Rhea. It's the fact that we are booking Nia against Rhea, where we had a whole roster that's chomped at the bit to get that spotlight.
MVP 2025. I'm saying it now.
That's that's what I've been. If it wasn't clear, my whole problem with the Rhea thing was that Rhea has actual people on the roster. She's the head of the roster, but there's still a women's roster, whether they not used or not. She still have a plethora of women on the roster who has never had a shot, and we just bypass them for Nia for Saturday night's main event. Saturday night main event don't
Yep.
matter. I don't care how if you're not going to actually promote it as a PLE and give it a PLE feel where it's not, when we just have little to no commercial breaks and it's like a PLE. If you're going to put commercials in there, the Saturday night's main event is just another show, and you could have put Sonya, you could have put Zoe, you could have put anybody in that position.
Overhyped house show.
Yeah, it's basically an overhyped house show, which means I don't care. You could have put anybody in that position and saved Nia the trouble of only losing at least maybe once or
No.
twice at the Royal Rumble.
You
If
want to know
the
why?
rumors are true.
You want to know why? Because Saturday night main event is getting treated like a big deal. Look. I mean, look at the card. You got Gunther versus Jay out of nowhere for the world title. You
Mm-hmm.
got. I think the main event should be Sheamus versus Braun Breaker, in my opinion.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah.
Should be. And especially if we're gonna, give Sheamus the belt, it should be. Um, but we know how this is gonna go.
We already know
Uh,
what the main event's gonna
but
be.
yeah, they treating Saturday night like it's a big deal.
I
That's
get, and,
why
I,
that
and I get it, and that's why I just say I know we're supposed to be treating it like a PLE, but it's not. It's not nobody other than WWE sees this as a PLE.
but
At least, in
again,
my opinion, it's not big enough for you to have to rely on Rhea. You could have put Ivy, you could have put anybody in that position, and I would have been cool with it.
you could have done Chelsea Green and Michi. We would have been the. I think they still going with that.
Yeah, I hope they still going with that.
um, but this goes back to who, and this goes back to who we build.
They could have put Alpha Academy.
Nope. Chad Gable, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Chad Gable, yeah, but
Chad Gable, you put Chad Gable in any match, I think he'll be fine.
isn't
But
Maxine just chilling out there and catering? You could have put her in that position.
Right.
what for the world title?
Yeah.
Nope. I keep
Nope.
trying to tell y'all, man.
I mean,
Saturday
it would
night
have been
main
more
event.
interesting than Naya. We seen Rhea versus Naya before.
But I'm saying though, right now, believe it or not, but and numbers don't lie. Nia Jax is a draw.
Yeah.
Rhea is a draw.
But
Yeah.
the
Okay,
problem with that is that's because they made it that way.
that's what
Had
I'm
they
saying.
But the, but the
But
thing
that's what
is,
I'm saying. That's the problem. We can't put somebody like Shayna Baszler or Zoe if they keep losing. We can't put somebody like Sonya that won like 3 matches. We can't do it. It don't make sense. I mean, the whole thing don't make sense. But that's just going to be worse. They're going to be like, what? Why? Yeah, and that's going to be the question. Why are we getting this? You know what I mean? You don't want Shayna or Zoe or even Sonya or anybody else to be like, well, wait, why are we getting this? At least with Naya and Rhea, it was some history.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You don't want to get a Sonya. I mean, no, let me Shayna. Oh wait, it is history with them, but they're not gonna go back that far.
But it would like my okay. The reason why I said you could have used any of them because that could have been the starting blocks to build somebody up.
Nope.
Because all you had to do, even though it's out of the blue, like Ivy Niles, even if it's out of the blue, you make her have a dominant run in that match against Rhea,
But
and Rhea
again,
wins by the skin of her teeth.
this goes to it's WrestleMania season.
Yeah, I know. And
WrestleMania season. Yeah.
God, I know it's WrestleMania season. We gotta build people up as blah blah
We
blah blah
gotta
blah.
build top stars to sell that goddamn pay per view. It's what it is.
Jesus Christ, but then once WrestleMania is over, they just gonna keep trucking on with the same thing, and they forget that we could go back and start building people up. That's my point. If we
I'll
start
be
now,
now
you
now
can't forget about it. But now
now
you're just gonna forget about it if we just keep with Rhea.
these mid card titles should be the setting stone of who's next, right? And I think for SmackDown, I think Chelsea Green should be next. If she, for God's sake, if she loses to somebody that's worth Chelsea Green losing to, but
It
these
should be
mid
me,
card
Chin.
titles should help Triple H determine who is worthy of going to that next level and who is not.
You know who should have a title? I'm not saying she should have it right now, but Piper Nimitz,
Yeah,
she got
I think
she
we
got
about to go with Chelsea Green versus her.
yeah.
Yeah,
Piper got potential. I can see her as a champion.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think we about to go with her versus Chelsea Green somewhere down
They
the
about
line.
to turn Piper hit
Maybe not
babyface.
the women's title right now, but maybe the mid card title.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They about to go with
we're
that
gonna get
program.
that soon. We probably gonna get that within the next couple of months.
Because I'm sorry, Michi, she ain't getting no pop. You see, and that's another thing. You see what I mean? Like y'all building these people, but nobody cares.
Because they won't present Michin like she was in NXT. If you present her like she was in NXT, the crowd would go crazy because that was her most popular gimmick. She looked like a gangster thug.
I know. See the problem?
And look, the thing is,
she wrestled in Tim's.
It's like, WrestleMania.
Like,
see the problem?
Going?
It's WrestleMania season.
Look, the thing is, they brought it back for a second there, and then it went away.
Hell, the way she looked, and she looked like Jeff Hardy, by the way, when she came out on Friday. The way she looked on Friday was more reminiscent to how she was at NXT, and the crowd liked it.
Yeah, I know. But you see, like I said, it goes back to it's WrestleMania season. Who could put butts to seat? Jade Cargill versus Bianca is going to put butts to seat.
Yes,
if it is Bianca, which I hope it's Naomi.
Please,
Naomi. And then what I think is going to happen, Shane. I think what's going to happen, Naomi, Bianca is going to help Naomi if it's Naomi.
Oh, interesting.
To help her, and then help her for a little bit, and then turn on her. Who knows? Because they're tag team champions.
I needed to be Naomi.
Hopefully we about to find out.
I'm sorry, Jade as a baby face is gonna be trash.
That's gonna be
Bruh. Some people say it's Charlotte. I don't think it's Charlotte.
No, it's not Charlotte. It's
not Charlotte. It's not Becky. It's not none of them. Like,
I'm trying to tell you, yo, we pushing Charlotte versus Tiffany. Watch.
No.
No, that it seems like that's the plan. I think Tiffany just came out and said she wanted to face Charlotte.
I rather see Nia.
They already planting the seeds. So
look, I rather see Nia versus Tiffany.
We're gonna see Charlotte at WrestleMania versus Tiffany. Again, it goes back to we need to put butts to seats. Tiffany and Charlotte is a draw. No matter if nobody wants it or not, it's all gonna come down to it's 2 nights of WrestleMania. But who can we get as a draw? Sammy versus Kevin Owens all day. That's cha-ching all day.
Roman versus Jacob Fatu. Book it.
Oh, that's definitely gonna put butts in seats.
Oh, that's definitely money.
Yes.
But that's not gonna happen.
No, it's not. I'm just saying.
Roman versus Cmpunk is gonna put money in the butts. Hands down. Now, if we get Jacob versus Solo, I'm with that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want to see that. No, I'm sorry.
It's gonna happen.
I don't want to see
happen.
I don't want to see Solo face. No. I'm sorry, but no.
You can't put
happen because Triple H booked himself into that corner.
Oh yeah. It's gonna happen.
You can't put
whether I like it or not. It's gonna happen, but
it's gonna happen.
You can't put Jacob versus Roman at WrestleMania. I'm sorry. Again, we're talking about money, and I'm not saying Jacob Fatu was not money. That is not what I'm saying. What I am saying is there's levels to this. Jacob got to put in some work first.
Mm-hmm.
There's levels to this. You know what I mean? CM Punk is a top guy. If CM Punk versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, that's a top match. That is money. CM Punk is a top guy. Roman Reigns is a top guy.
And that might happen because I don't see much of what they could do with Roman at WrestleMania if The Rock is not wrestling.
So
That's
what
what
they
I
gonna
mean.
what they gonna do with Seth Rollins? What y'all think they gonna do with Seth Rollins?
He's probably gonna have a showing at the Elimination Chamber, and he might be on the card for WrestleMania. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see him. I could see Seth and Drew as a tag team.
Yeah, like I don't.
As a tag
It
team?
depends. It depends on how we have to.
No.
We actually have to. We got to get past this Saturday and the Rumble to see what the future could hold for Seth
Yeah,
Rollins.
because then you got to think you still got John Cena.
Yeah, we got John Cena. We don't
You know
know.
what I mean?
We don't know they really about to push him as the main event, and that's been discussed.
And you know you got well, I ain't gonna say Goldberg. Because they talk about him.
All right, Shane, we don't want to talk about because God leave Goldberg. I love you, Goldberg, but no.
Him facing Gunther.
Goldberg against Gunther.
Yeah, because he is
That'll
going
put
to have
butts
his
in the seat.
retirement match
That
sometime
would put butts in seats.
this year.
That would put
Goldberg
butts
against
in
Gunther.
seats.
It should be Goldberg against Braun Breaker. I'm just
Yeah, either
saying,
or I'll be fine with.
Yes.
if we're gonna go back to history of Goldberg against his father.
Look, now that we're talking about Saturday, bro, that Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu.
Oh, that's about to be fire.
That's gonna be money.
That's gonna be fire.
That's gonna be fire.
Yeah, that's gonna be that's cat.
Match. That's gonna be a fire match.
That's probably gonna be one of the best matches of the night, to be honest.
Yo, but
Yeah,
again, you could put Jacob at WrestleMania against Braun Breaker because they teased that on Raw. That'd be dope.
yes.
That'd be dope.
I told Khris that. I said they need to book Braun Breaker versus Jacob Fatu at
Jacob
WrestleMania.
Fatu, that'd be hard.
And he was
All
like,
the way.
he was like, no, I don't think they're gonna do that. Not at WrestleMania. I'm like,
I think the plan is to go with Solo against Jacob.
I'm like, why not? I'm like, why not?
I think that's the plan too.
They're gonna put butts in seats anyway.
But we can't make Solo a face. That's gonna be trash.
But we don't need Jacob as a face either.
We don't need Jacob as a face either.
Solo need to play in the middle.
So why would we have two? Well, we can have two heels face each other.
Because Jacob now he works as a heel, so we don't need him to be face.
No, I'm saying
we don't need Solo. At least got to be a tweener.
We can have two heels.
Best.
We can have two heels face each other.
Nah, I think they're gonna turn Jacob into a tweener for some reason.
Yeah, that's what I said. At best, he has to be a tweener.
Because if you look at Jacob like career wise, he was always that. He was never like a face or a heel. He was just straight him. You know what I mean? Whether you cheered him or booed him. And that's what he said on Friday. He said the same promo.
Where you boo me.
Exactly.
I'm just getting started.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
that's always Jacob's philosophy his whole career.
Jacob's gonna come out there on Friday and he gonna say Solo, I hate you, and then he gonna turn on him and do a
yeah, because then he could be like, Solo, you never said I love you back.
Right. All the time I love you, you never said I love you back.
Look, start of the feud.
It's petty. It's petty, but it could start the feud up.
It was petty as hell, but okay.
Hey, we didn't have to say it couldn't be petty. We just said as long as it worked.
As long as it worked, I'm for it.
You see what Drew did with his pettiness, and it worked.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Drew had one of the best years. Yeah.
It's true. Oh yeah.
Hey, it'll work as long as they book it right.
Shane, what did you give Monday Night Raw?
Oh, I give it a 5.5. It's cool.
It was
just too much.
He said just right there in the middle.
Yeah, because the New Day losing that pissed me off. That I think that blew the whole show for me. I don't even care about the Naya, none of that. We waited for so long for the New Day. After
To
that,
get
my chef kiss of a heel turn for him to lose to Rey Mysterio. Y'all know what I wanted to say. YouTube. I'm live, but y'all know what I wanted to say. You lost to Rey Mysterio. What are we doing? Yeah, nah, that kind of blew my whole. I didn't even want to watch the rest of Raw after that, to be honest, but I didn't.
shit down almost after the first match of the night.
I was like, what? Like, why? And then he didn't lose by anything. He lost by the surprise roll up. What my man say? The surprise roll up is a dangerous move. That
It's
is
the
a
most dangerous
fact.
move in
Yo,
WWE.
what? Because we did the same thing for the main event. But the main event, I could see why, because they had the story at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm telling you, bro, I was so close to turning the TV off. I was about to go to sleep.
Yeah, I honestly I was like that with the Rhea stuff. Like I was surprised I was able to enjoy the rest of the show, but that Rhea stuff like took me out completely because it was just like I don't understand what we're doing anymore.
Yeah,
I
I give it a 5.5, man. That New Day that Kofi loss just blew my whole brain cells.
really Jeff.
To be honest, Monday Night Raw had me all over the place because I didn't know what to think. Because they had SmackDown superstars on Raw. They they had they had Kofi Kingston losing to Rey Mysterio.
No bill to the Women's Royal Rumble.
Right. Only
None of
thing
that.
they had the Rhea Ripley bull crap with giving it to Nia Jack. Like, come on. Like they could have gave it to Bailey. They could have brought Liv Morgan back out. They could have brought Liv Morgan out there and said, "Hey, Liv Morgan's gonna be, you know, the one to face Rhea Ripley." They could have had a triple threat for all I
You
care, a fatal four way,
right.
something.
Something like you mean to tell me you don't believe in Liv enough to at least even let her have a rematch on Saturday night's main event?
They could have
Gee,
did a battle royal and have a
right.
number one contenders battle royal, or they could have did the playbook out of AEW and had a battle royal, and then the last two people that was left, they could have fought next week to determine who was going to face Rhea.
hmm But like I was saying, only parts I liked about Monday Night Raw, the CM the CM Punk um, promo,
Mhm.
his promo, Penta, Penta, and then the main event was cool. Other than that, Monday Night Raw was mediocre.
Oof.
Mid.
I'm gonna give it a
Mid.
4. I'm gonna give it a
Ooh.
4. A 4.
Oh.
A
Jesus
4.
Christ.
If it wasn't for, like I said, if the Nia Jack stuff wasn't in it, then I would have gave it a better rating. But with the Rhea Ripley stuff, no, I gave it a 4 because the Rhea Ripley bull crap. Like, I'm tired of it.
Ooh.
Triple H, I'm tired. Throw it in the trash, please.
Trash.
I agree with Jeff. Like, if it wasn't for the Rhea Ripley stuff, I was gonna say it was an 8. Because the show wasn't
Dude, it
bad.
wasn't not only the Rhea Ripley stuff, but there's no hype to the Women's Royal Rumble. We keep forgetting that. Like that's next Saturday. That's not
Right.
like 2 weeks later or nothing. That's literally next Saturday.
And they
Like
tell you it. Because they said
we
when
we
we get done with
like
the Saturday night main event, it's the Royal Rumble. And I'm like,
yeah, this is why
oh,
I say
you reminding us, but do y'all remember?
booking big time shows that close to something that's already big messes everything up. Saturday night main event just messed up the Royal Rumble's booking. Guarantee it. I guarantee it. And y'all had damn near 2 months
for the
because we
Royal
didn't get
Rumble.
nothing of December besides Saturday night main event. And why would y'all book Saturday night main event in January anyway? That should have been the whole build to the Royal Rumble. It should have been nothing else. No big event in between the 14th of December when they had Saturday night's main event. After that, it shouldn't have been nothing else besides building to the Royal Rumble.
And
nothing
then
else should have gotten in the way.
You could have did Saturday night main event afterwards.
Yeah. Like nothing else should not have mattered but the Royal Rumble build. This should have been the biggest Royal Rumble in a long time. And y'all ruined it, especially for the females, because the way the females has been booked lately, garbage, trash, all of it. Besides Tiffany winning the WWE Championship, good toodles all the way. Shout out toodles to her. But the women's division has been booked trash, and the women's Royal Rumble is looking like it's been booked trash. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be trash going into it. No, it's going to be a hell of an event. And the surprises and whatever, that's cool. But you ain't built towards it. So who's really going to get hyped about it? I mean, we're going to get hyped because of the Rumble, but if you a fan outside of looking at, again, I'm looking at the product as a fan. I'm more excited for the men's, hell, I'm more excited for Cody and Kevin Owens than I am the women's Royal Rumble. I should be excited for the whole show.
Right.
Look, only people that's gonna get excited is the little kids.
Just like Tiffany versus Nia Jax. Why are we not building that?
That's what I.
Y'all just gonna go off of the fact that Tiffany won the title? That's gonna be the video package.
Tiffany won the title, and their interaction since then is gonna be the deal.
That's why I said. That's
why I said. That's lazy.
Saturday night main event. They could have had Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax for the title. Like, come on.
Just like how they
if anything, we should be running Tiffany and Nia back to back instead of her having a random out of nowhere feud or match with Rhea.
Right. And no offense to the other company, just like how they building Jeff Jarrett to go for the world title. That should have been Darby Allin's storyline. Just saying. What are we doing here? Mind you, Revolution is literally in, I think, March.
Yes.
And there's no matches getting built for that pay-per-view. Like, what are we doing? See, both companies have the same problem. Y'all want to keep building these big events before your pay-per-views, and nobody's going to care for the pay-per-view. No one. No. That whole from Saturday night's main event all the way to February 1st should have been nothing but the Royal Rumble. We should have been locked in, focusing on the Royal Rumble. That's what we should have been doing.
Now we got to be like, oh, Saturday night main event. Okay, that's the Royal Rumble. What we got? It's not. Wait a minute. It's this Saturday. So you only got a week.
It's a week after. Trust me. AEW, y'all do that too. We're all in and all out. Y'all have 2 pay-per-views in the same week. What?
Whoa.
I'm just gonna say this. They talking about, I hate to say it, I don't even want to see his face in WWE at all. But they talking about bringing Hulk Hogan out of all people to the Royal Rumble. Like, why?
Dude, they talking about bringing him to Saturday night main event.
Well, yeah, I would turn that off. If Hulk Hogan shows up in person,
main event,
and we got to deal with him throughout the show, I'm turning that off.
Main event. That's what I meant. Main event. Like, why? Like, why? What's the point? And you got all these other superstars and all
Dude,
these
you got
other legends.
Shawn Michaels in the middle of Kevin Owens and Cody for a contract signing. Why are
Mm-hmm.
we doing that? Like, what are we doing here? Like, the match was already made official for crying out loud. Like, it's been advertised. Like, what? I can see if the match was advertised if we did it. Oh, word. And then KO say, well, I got a surprise in this contract. The statement is we going in a ladder match. That would have been better creative. No, we have already made the match for the Royal Rumble with KO versus Cody in a ladder match, and now we're gonna do a contract. Yo, that was
And
backwards.
then you try to justify it by saying it's because they won't stop fighting each other.
What? You know what, yo? I meant to go on when y'all did the SmackDown, but I was at work though because I wanted to say that so bad. I was like, yo, what are we doing? What?
Bro. And the thing is,
I know
but
this live is a little long than any
Yeah,
other,
it's a
but you
little
know what?
long.
Nah, we going on a rant
We
today.
about to let everybody go. We about to let everybody go.
yeah,
I'm about to say I'm off tomorrow, so I don't even care. I'm going on a rant. Forget that. No, what are we doing, WWE? What are we doing? What? That was all the way backward. I
No,
mean,
it
and
was.
again, I'm still excited for the match. It's just, why are we doing the contract signing at Saturday Night Main Event? You could have gave that time to another match.
bro.
I have no idea. I was sitting there watching it. I'm like, the match is already official.
You could have been building somebody to go after the IC title. Just saying. You could have had a battle royal of the mid card women, and whoever won will be the first contender for the IC title for the IC championship, or a title of their choice between the RC and the US. Make it
Mm.
interesting. You could have did something, anything.
Anything.
Or the women's North American title, because
Yeah, anything.
Anything. But
The
we
contract
getting the
signing.
whole segment to a contract signing to a match that was already made official. And you said because and Nick Aldis said because I can't get you guys to stop fighting every week. That's the buildup that we need. We need them fighting every week to build up the match.
for WrestleMania. We need that for
We
WrestleMania.
need that.
Nah, that's for the Royal Rumble.
What type of buildup
Royal
did you
Rumble.
want
That's
them
what
to
I meant.
do?
The
Just
Royal,
keep
not,
talking to
not
each other
WrestleMania.
for
The Royal
weeks and
Rumble.
weeks until the Royal Rumble? We need them fighting at least a couple of times.
Why I felt like Cody Rhodes' title reign is kind of the same as Roman Reigns as far as like competitors that he went against.
It is.
It is. Most of the people that he's going against is people that he went against before he became champion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think that with the exception of AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, Roman went against AJ Styles. The
No, I'm
Fatal
talking
Four
about
Way.
Cody.
Oh yeah.
Cody is I think AJ Styles was the only person Cody went up against that he didn't go up against before he became champion.
Yeah.
I
WWE.
could be wrong. I don't. Yeah, no, yeah.
We
I don't
got
think.
some work. We
I
got
think
some.
AJ Styles was out injured doing that
Yeah.
before he came back and challenged Cody.
WWE, we got some work to do.
Yeah.
Oh, we definitely got some work.
Both companies got some. Both companies got some work.
I'm
But
just
yeah,
talking
but
about
everybody else that Cody Rhodes faced since he been champion was people that he faced before he was champion, except for AJ Styles.
Oh wait, before I go, hey Jeff, I got because I know little big man, you don't watch AEW like that, but yo, did you see how they brought back Kenny Omega?
yes.
I mean, I know about him coming back. I just didn't see how they did it, like how they executed it.
What? First of all, for the backstory, Kenny Omega been out because of a severe injury.
Mm-hmm.
We
I
bring
know that.
Kenny
I knew that much.
we bring him back, and this is your top guy. We bring him back to go against Brian Cage. Really, Tony? Really? Really?
I thought he was feuding with somebody at the top of the list.
He could have. They could have
Oh,
brought him back.
that's what we thought.
John Moxley.
Yeah, I
It
thought
could
it
have
was
been
gonna be like John Moxley or somebody that he was feuding with.
could have been Will Ospreay for all I care because of the history that they had. You mean to tell me you bring this man back and you have him feud with somebody like Brian Cage because of the Don Callis storyline that you trying to finish? Throw that in the trash. All of it.
Bro. And did you hear about? Copeland and Christian trying to be a tag team in AEW now?
Oh
They
yeah, I seen that
Yeah.
post. It said Cope wants to be a tag team with Christian again.
Yeah, for one more time.
One more time, yeah. He want one more run as Edge and Christian.
I'm like, come on. Like, no, we don't need that anymore. Like, no.
It's not. I mean, yeah, especially if y'all in AEW, it's gonna be what called Christian and Cope. Come on, man. Like you can't.
Especially with the
Y'all can't
tag
even
team,
go by your old tag team name.
Hey,
especially
it's
with
gonna be
the
rated R Cope.
especially with the tag team division in AEW. What do you mean? There's nobody there. Private Party been looking weak as hell since they won the belts.
Oh yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
seen that clip too. I see like they said they were gonna take the tag team titles off a Private Party with the Hurt Syndicate.
Dude, you might as well. Yo, it is bad to say this, but you might as well, because Tony Khan booked Private Party to nothing. These dudes defended the belt one time at Collision, and don't get me wrong, it was a dope tag team match. But after that, y'all not even building Private Party as believable champions when
But
they
what have
do
they
go against them.
right? But what have they done since then?
But that's what I'm saying. They not even building Private Party to even look like they can beat the Hurt Syndicate. Not at
Hey,
all.
hey, Tony Khan, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Not at all.
We need to
Not at
give
all.
we need to give Tony Khan the camera a Shane.
No,
Dude, Bobby
Another
Lashley.
we'd be
another
here
day.
for 4 or 5 hours
That's
talking
why I said
about
another.
AEW.
That's why I said another day. We can give
Yeah,
him the camera.
that's a Thursday or whatever we do like a random video day. But God
Yeah,
for
that's a
God,
random video day because
hey,
I didn't know all that was going on. I knew Kenny Omega came back. I'm just thinking. I'm like, all right, he's probably
and he
feuding with
went
somebody at
against
the top of the
Brian.
business.
Look, listen, this is how you know Brian Cage been bookly poor as well, because my man was a former Ring of Honor television champion, and he lost the title after he held it for 4 months, and he didn't defend it until he lost it. What did we do?
Oh
Bro.
my God! What?
Hey,
What type of booking is that? So you put the belt on him, and the first time he defended, he lose it, but that first time is in 4 months.
Yeah,
So what was he doing in the 4 months?
absolutely nothing.
nothing.
Just to hold the TV title.
Oh my God! I thought Triple H was doing some.
He doing the same thing that Chris Jericho
Oh
did.
yeah, with the Ring of Honor belt. Oh my God.
Yes, that's when he held that Ring of Honor belt. Nothing. Hot garbage.
Shoot me.
Hot garbage. Hot
But
garbage.
no, yo, we in 2025. Are you kidding me with Jeff Jarrett though? Listen. It didn't work in WCW.
It's not
It
gonna work.
damn sure didn't work in TNA. It's not gonna work now. We are giving.
And MJF made reference to that too. That it don't work with Jeff Jarrett.
We giving Jeff Jarrett the Darby Allin storyline. Darby Allin should be Sting right now. Remember how Sting and Hulk Hogan in WCW?
Let's close this out before Shane go on a rant. Another
Yeah,
red.
bro. I'm about to get mad. I'm about to get mad.
All right, everybody. That's
Bum ass Jeff Jarrett. Oh, I'm sorry, YouTube. Bum ass Jeff Jarrett on my TV. Man.
you see, we went on a little bit of this is a long video because it was a lot to rant about. It was just a
Tune in
lot.
Thursday. I got tune in Thursday. When we do a random Thursday, tune in Thursday because I got a lot.
I gotta get. We gotta get Khris and
Oh yeah, because Thursday's got is the if we want to do a prediction video for a Saturday night main event.
Yeah,
I
we
know.
can. Oh God, Jesus. Yeah, we can do that too.
I mean, I know we was definitely gonna do one next Thursday for the Royal Rumble, but I wasn't sure we was going to do one for Saturday night's main event.
We can do that, and we can talk about this bum ass AEW book. Oh my God, Jeff.
If anybody want to do it, yeah, we can do it. We can do it on Thursday. I'm down.
I feel bad. I feel bad for MJF.
I feel bad for him.
And that was a good promo too. That was a very good promo. I ain't gonna lie. I watched that promo. I was like, that was pretty good.
Hey Shane and your
MJF could spit.
Hey Shane and your other boy came back. Joe.
Yeah, Samoa Joe came back. That was the talk of the internet.
Yeah, but you put him back in the same. No, man.
Yeah.
You put him back in the same storyline with Hook. Yo, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. You put him in the same storyline with Hook.
On the other hand, Baron Corbin debuted in GCW.
GCW.
Oh, that was a hell of a match. I watched that. That was a hell of a. I like that match. That was different. That was definitely different.
And his new name that he got instead of being Baron Corbin, I forgot what it is, but
and he just using his real name like Tom something like.
Yeah,
I like that name. That's a good wrestling.
Yeah,
name.
that GCW. I watched that pay per view, by the way. Yeah, that was a banger. I ain't even gonna lie. And I'm saying that, and I'm surprised I'm saying that.
Tessa Blanchard is gonna be your new TNA World Champion. So
shoot me.
Anywho, we went on a bit of a rant here. It was a lot to rant about. I wish Kicking It with Leo was here because he definitely would have run on a rant. The way how they treated Liv Morgan and everybody this week, he definitely would have run on a rant.
We'll go on another rant on Thursday.
But
y'all gotta tune in Thursday because it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. Everybody getting it. Except for TNA, because Genesis, that was a good pay-per-view.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it seemed like Genesis was a pretty good pay-per-view.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hendry.
Shout out to Joe Hendry for winning the belt.
Joe Hendry. And I said that too on the app. I don't think Joe Hendry coming to WWE now.
Nah, he should come to the Royal Rumble. That crowd will go berserk.
Yeah, it looked like he was booked for it.
Hey, he can still come.
Yo,
I mean, no, the Royal Rumble, yeah, but it was, him and Jordan was supposed to be full-fledged.
Nah, imagine John Cena going after the TNA World Title. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just saying.
Hey, it's a whole year of John Cena wrestling. So,
hey, can you imagine him in a TNA ring? What?
And I think he's supposed to be wrestling in every pay-per-view this year.
Look at this. And Nick Nemeth wants to face John Cena again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He called him out, and I'm just like,
Joe Hendry versus John Cena in a TNA pay-per-view.
we most likely ain't gonna never get it. But
hey, I'm calling it now. John Cena versus Joe Hendry.
But we're gonna get John Cena versus Joe Hendry in the Rumble, but we're not gonna get it like outside of the Rumble.
Hey, you never know.
You never. Hey,
WWE got.
The reason why I say that because Triple H and them are saying that beyond maybe certain pay-per-views, it's only the TNA stars only going to interact with NXT stars. That's the deal.
I mean, John Cena could probably pull some strings. John could probably pull some strings. Like, look,
John,
let me go over there. Let me work with him.
I mean,
John
yeah,
Cena.
I can see them doing that, but it's all about what. That's why I said we got to get past the Rumble to see what was going to be, how John Cena's roadmap going to be.
Yeah, true.
Because we don't care if it's true, then he's booked up for a minute.
Yeah,
Who,
yeah,
John
yeah.
Cena?
If it's true, if the
Yeah.
rumors are true, if the leaks are true.
John versus Joe Hendry at WrestleMania.
Didn't
Power
Joe Hendry just
moment.
do a didn't Joe Hendry just do a podcast when he called John out too?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. We could start from there.
There's a lot of people that call John Cena out.
Yeah, I know Nick did, and I just heard that he did, like Joe Hendry did on the podcast.
And there's
I'm like,
somebody,
damn,
there's somebody, there's
dang,
somebody,
Joe, you won the
there's somebody
title and
else,
then wanted to go face the big boy John himself.
there's somebody else that
Oh,
called him out too.
by the by the way, for NXT, y'all about to get my boy Josh Alexander. Y'all better treat him right. Y'all better treat him right.
What you mean? You talking about from
I'm,
TNA?
yeah,
Like
Josh Alexander should be going to NXT. Like
he's done.
signing to WWE.
Oh! I thought you were saying like he was gonna have a match. I ain't know. So he's done with TNA.
Yeah, he's done.
Mm-hmm.
His contract is over.
Mm-hmm. His
So
contract
it was Jordan Grace, Josh Alexander. I heard that
and Joe Hendry.
yeah, it was supposed to be Joe. It was
Joe
supposed to be
Hendry staying.
It
yeah,
was
it looked
supposed
like Joe.
it was supposed to be Joe Hendry,
It was
but
supposed to be Joe Hendry,
Joe
but I
Hendry.
think Jordan Grace's husband's contract is up too, ain't it?
Yeah,
I think he coming to WWE too.
yeah, yeah. I know it's Josh Alexander. I know his contract is over. No, yeah, at Genesis when he lost to Mike Santana in that I
Yeah, the
Quit match.
I Quit match, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that his contract is up. That no Jordan Grace is up because they said after the Genesis she was scheduled to report to the to the Performance Center
Shawn Michaels.
as early as yesterday.
Shawn Michaels. Keep Josh Alexander's theme song, please. Please. That is the toughest theme song that man had. Don't change it. Don't let them change his song.
What? It's not Death Rebel no more, right? And they done with Death Rebel?
I hope so. I hope so.
All right.
All right, let's go.
All right. Well, there it is, y'all. We most likely gonna be back Thursday. But
Oh, we will. 7:00 p.m. Just look
7
out. I don't
o'clock.
even care.
7 o'clock on okay. Anyway,
Dot.
we got my boy Jeff. You see his name, Jeff Wrestling 24. Get over to his YouTube channel and hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, do all those great things for him. Because my man's been having a hard time. We're gonna have an elimination chamber match with YouTube overlords for how they was doing my boy Jeff. But we want to get him to 500 or more subscribers, 1,000 preferably. But you know the deal. You know the drill by now. By now you know the drill. You know what it is. Shouts out to Punch. As I said last week, when you on the show, you get the shouts outs first. Everybody else who wasn't on the show gets after. Everybody that's on the show gets it first. Except for me. I always go last because it ties into other stuff. But yeah, shouts out to Punch. We'll see. He'll be back with us Thursday. We're gonna go on. Teaser.
Just give y'all get prepared. Also, it's not only going to be the red logo, it's going to be the blue logo. I'm working on different colors, hoodie sizes, and everything else like that. When I do, the team gonna get theirs first, and then we will start putting them on Shopify, which I'm working with a couple of people now, so that we can get this thing going. So I want to say by midsummer, we should be prepared and ready to go. I will update everybody and let everybody know as soon as possible. So just, look out for them. You know what I mean? It's going to be hoodies, tees for right now, socks, phone cases. So look out, you know what I mean? And it's gonna be the blue logo too. So it's gonna be both of the logos.
You're gonna
So
have
just
different varieties, baby. Oh
yes,
yeah.
sir.
Oh yeah. See, look, I told y'all, I've been telling y'all for months. There's something in the pipeline. And now you just got your first teaser.
Oh, yes.
You got your first teaser.
Yeah. Also, when we get to the first, when we get to that, that 500 mark, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be giving out a free hoodie, you know what I mean? Free shirt, you know what I'm saying? So, you know,
500 subscribers.
that's right.
It
You
may be a
see that?
shirt, it may be a hoodie, maybe some socks, or
Maybe a
it may,
phone case, you know what I'm
it,
saying?
it may be cash. Who knows?
Maybe. Who
Who
knows?
knows?
Who knows?
Stay tuned.
Hey, I will say
Subscribe.
this. The quicker we get to 500, the quicker Shane got to get rolling.
That's right.
You see there? We
Stay
jumped the
tuned.
gun because we had a surprise teaser. I was gonna say Rest of the Pit podcast for last, but that surprise teaser. Hey, with that said, get over to the Rest of the Pit podcast, hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, do all those great things because you just saw the man give you your first look at a prize that you could win. Hey, told you big things was coming for the Wrestling Pit podcast, didn't I?
Oh yeah, it's a lot more.
Didn't I?
It's a lot more things coming.
Didn't I? I told you, and I wasn't lying.
It's a lot
Also,
more things coming.
if y'all want to join the group, hit up Little Big Man Gaming and
Mm-hmm.
Khris Wrestling Views, and they will
That's right.
get you started. Start with the group.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
We're trying to expand.
Oh
We're
yes.
looking
Oh
for
yes. Oh
we're
yeah.
looking for more females. We got one right now, but we're looking for more dedicated people, not just somebody
Dedicated people.
not just somebody that wanted to join just because you like wrestling. No, we don't want that.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you gotta
it's kind of the
you got
criteria, but we're looking for more than just you liking wrestling. It's more than
yeah.
that. It's more than
Just be
that.
on
We
the
need somebody
lookout,
that's
people.
gonna be dedicated.
Ooh. But yeah, so shouts out to Kicking in with Leo. We hopefully we get him
So,
back on the show. Um, go over to his channel, hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, do all those big things for him. Because I'm assuming, right? I hate to assume, but I'm assuming that he's over the 500 mark. So because he was pretty close last time I talked to him about it. So therefore, let's get him to 1,000 subscribers. Again, that's kicking
go
it.
get my man to 1,000.
Yes, sir. Khris, can't forget about big man Khris. He's the one with the man that's almost at 100,000 subscribers. He's almost to that luscious YouTube plaque. So we want to get him over there and hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, do all those great things because like I said, we want him on here with that plaque. We want him on there with that plaque. Till then, once he get that plaque, somebody else is going to be the next man up to get the plaque. Then it's just going to keep going. Keep going.
Also, I will be doing also look out for the reels. I will be doing the Wrestling Pit podcast reels again with the short videos, so that way y'all can tune in to the YouTube channel itself. I know I kind of fell off a little bit because of phone difficulties, but I'm back now. So look out for those. They're gonna be on Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok Reels. Short little video clips of us, talking wrestlers. That way y'all can engage, you know, and come
TikTok
over.
channel as well. Don't forget about TikTok. It's gone by the time. We don't know what's going on with TikTok, but while it's still there, you know.
Well, I'm still here,
Oh,
But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
right.
so make sure y'all look out for that as well. You know what I mean? I'm getting back to the chopping and editing of videos and all that stuff. Get back.
It's Wrestling Pit Podcast on social media platforms, by the way,
Yep.
y'all.
Yep. 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 Let's see. We got Shay. If you like football and you like wrestling and you want a channel for the whole thing that just talks about football and wrestling, She's your girl. Get over to her channel, is Know the Rules, and hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that
Oh
notification.
yeah! Congratulations to her birds because they are in the championship. Congratulations to them. It took me a lot to see that, but congratulations to them.
But again, yeah, do all those great things for her. Again, that's
Washington
Know the
wins.
Rules. That's Know the Rules.
Know the rules, baby.
And
Follow
our
that.
boy,
Shout
our boy
out to Hector. You know,
Shout out to Hector, man.
he gonna
Shout out to my
y'all know
boy.
he gonna be on the channel. Just once we get into March and April, he gonna be
Yeah,
on.
we'll see him around WrestleMania. We already know, my boy. We know.
He's gonna be on here around WrestleMania. So
He'll
yeah,
be
I think. Oh yeah, me. Get over to my channel a little bit, man. Gaming. I do gaming. I do reviews, wrestling reviews. I do all types of stuff because this is what I enjoy to do. This is what I love. This is what I do. And if you love the same things, get over to my channel, hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, do all those great things for me because I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. Because I have a reward just for my channel coming to one of my tribe members, as I call them. I usually, pencil that in with the Wrestling Pit podcast, but because of Shane's announcement, we had to do the Wrestling Pit podcast first. But but again,
shout out to all my pits out there,
all the pits,
all the
again,
pits, all the girl pits, the boy pits. Shout outs to y'all.
Before we leave, again, my pit members, you gotta share. You gotta like, you gotta share, you gotta share with everybody because the quicker we get to 500, you've seen it. The quicker we get there, the quicker it comes out.
Now, if you want your name on the hoodie, y'all gotta let me know that because
if you want your name on the hoodie, you see his name, right? You see his. That's the man you tell. Punch Thanos, Shane, whatever you want to call him. That's your man right there.
I was gonna get punched, but I mean, I had to let everybody know the real name. But hey, Punch, y'all can call me. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, that's it. That is it. Y'all could go to enjoy the rest of your Tuesday afternoon, night. Get ready for work in the morning. Those who have to go to work. Again, we will be back Thursday, 7:00 on the dot. Then Saturday, maybe because it's weird because Saturday night's main event is on Saturday, so we may do a video for SmackDown. But if we don't do a video for SmackDown on Saturday, we're definitely doing a video for Saturday night main event Sunday.
Or we can blend in both.
Or we could blend in both. Either or, it's
either way.
Either way, we're going to be doing a video this weekend on either one or both of Friday and Saturday night's main event.
And I know my fans been waiting for me to go on my AEW rant. I'm give me a minute. I'm working out my schedule. Give me a second, but I will be doing videos on
he gotta get Khris.
Believe me, I will be back. I will be back for my AEW. Maybe getting into Revolution. I will be back reposting and I have my my official YouTube channel up and all that. So just give me a minute. My schedule's been a little hectic, but give me a second.
Yep. See? Told you guys, big things popping for the Wrestling Pit podcast. Hopefully Thursday we could get Khris and Shay back in here for our little AEW / news video. But yeah, that's all we got. Peace out. We love you. And you know how we end the video. Wrestling Pit podcast,
baby.
Yes. You've seen that tease, that shirt. Get over there.
And we're out.